Alright, you guys are tuned in to the Lyrical Fix Podcast, episode
58.
58. Alright, sorry. I always fuck up on that one.
58.
Lyrical Fix Pod. You can find us at the Lyrical Fix Pod on IG. Make sure to check us out on Anchor, Audio Mac, Apple, Spotify, and YouTube. Make sure to like, rate, comment, subscribe. Give us those 5-star ratings to keep us hot out on these podcast streets. Nigga, right in the middle of my...
I got excited because I finally got it to work.
You said it with a big smile too. All right, got it.
I got it. All right, sorry.
No, it's all good. I was pretty much done. Yeah, man, and we back out in these streets. Episode 58, year 2, still going strong during COVID. Quarantine and not so much. Motherfuckers is out here. Social distancing still in effect. Limited capacity as always, and it's starting to get cold out here.
Yeah, it is.
You know what I mean? I was just doing the soccer practice with my kid the other day. I was out in my all-black sweats, and I had my all-black mask on. And I'm in there playing with the kids and shit, and I'm just doing spin moves and juggling and dribbling around them. They saying I look like a ninja. That shit was kind of funny.
You look like a ninja?
Because I'm all in all black, got my hood on and my mask, and I'm just like dancing around the kids, being all stealthy and shit.
I would pay to fucking see
Parents
this.
were like, look at that ninja go.
I would fucking pay to see.
It was funny because there was this one white guy. He's like, you look like a ninja out there. I'm like, excuse me? And you said you look like a ninja. You're moving fast. I'm like, I got it. Yeah.
Okay.
It sounded like something else for a quick second.
Okay.
Look at that ninja go. Yeah, that shit was all right, though. And then my kid had a game the other day, got his ass whooped severely. Kids lost 6-2. It was good, though, to have that happen to him. Humbles him.
True.
Yeah.
You're right.
It's good. Especially the first 2 goals were his fault. But it's all good. I still love him. You know?
Wait. The first 2 goals?
The first 2 goals that got scored on them,
damn.
was kind of his fault because he was playing defense. But it's okay. We talked about it. We talked about where he can do better next time. Uh-huh. You know, and it was all good. So,
damn, it does suck, though.
It sucks, but whatever. It's good for a kid to, you know, especially in a sport, you know, in a competitive level, get your ass kicked every once in a while.
Oh, yeah.
It humbles you.
True. Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, the worst thing that could have ever been done was to give these kids participation trophies and ribbons and shit.
I think that shit is so stupid.
Yeah, I even think fucking sometimes even third place is bullshit. Like, look, it's first, second. You either won or you didn't win. If you won, you get the glory.
Yeah, I see that.
If you didn't, you didn't. You try next time.
True.
But you should let your kids know, hey, there are going to be times in life where you lose. And that's just a part of life. So it makes you enjoy those wins even more. That's the one thing I've learned from soccer. Because I've gotten my ass kicked a lot of times, but I've also won a lot. But it's just, it goes hand in hand. Like, and it teaches you, it prepares you for the bullshit you're going to go through in life.
Yeah.
So I think it's very important. And the fact that got changed in the past 10, 15 years is fucking weird.
It is for the newer
Parents
generation.
got softer on their kids at some point.
Yeah.
And I get it now because it's like, I'll be at home and I'm like, I want to smack the shit out of this kid. And I can't, but I got to just talk to him in a nice, cooperative way, a more progressive manner, and tell him how I feel.
That's so weird to me.
I know, because I usually just want to go,
yeah.
what is wrong with you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
that is very fucking weird.
It's crazy because it's like, you want to follow what your parents did for little shit.
Yeah.
Like, don't question me, do what I say. But it's like, now that stuff's changed, you have to give reasons why. The kids are expecting reasons why.
Yeah.
Like, and I want to say, fuck your why. What do you mean why, nigga? I told you to do it. Go do it.
Like if you, I don't know, because I'm sure you were raised the same way. Like you can't ask an elder why.
You shouldn't have to. And now these kids are all fucking entitled, thinking and expecting an answer why. And now people are telling us, well, you should be able to give your child an explanation as to why. It's only right. You're living in the house. You are cohabiting the area. Nigga, this nigga ain't paying for shit.
No,
he doesn't clean.
No,
like
if you're not contributing, when a child shouldn't have to contribute. But if you're not contributing, you don't need to know certain things. You don't need to know everything.
That. And it's just the fact that you have to explain that to someone, and then they don't understand it. That's the worst part. You can explain it all day to this kid. I've explained it many times, but he just doesn't get it.
Wait, well, what specifically?
Oh, the fact that I'm the adult, I am the parent, I'm taking care of you, I do all this, and that for you.
Yeah.
There's a certain level of respect that needs to be shown. And on top of that, I show that to my elders, so I would hope that you follow suit.
And that's what he doesn't get.
He doesn't understand that. And this kid's just like me. He questions authority. He should be a fucking lawyer when he grows up. He has a response for everything. He's very smart and witty.
Yeah.
So getting to talk to him is like talking to myself, and it's like this kid gets one over on me. It's like me getting one over on myself, but I can't get myself back. Yeah. And I just want to punch this little younger version of me, but I wouldn't do that because I love him too much. But he's a smart ass. He's good too.
Honestly, I think because I was the youngest, and I was very like, not that I didn't have a voice, but I kind of didn't. So I was always like, you know, like not pushed down, not like made, like I was made to feel bad, right? But like I was like not like I would lose in a lot of like situations if you think about it. Like I was the youngest, like I was always the last to like do anything or whatever. Expected. Yeah, so I didn't. And then anytime like if I did speak back, like how your kid is doing,
right, trouble.
Yeah. Trouble. If it was, but I was a hit because it was a party house growing up, so I was a hit at parties until after when I got my ass beat. Yeah, but that was cool.
He's pushing his luck with the shit he's saying sometimes. Like, and I hate to be snitching on my kids and stuff like that, but these kids nowadays, because I imagine if he's doing it, I can only imagine all the other kids around the way and like that grow up with those same type of households are doing it too. Yeah. Like they're pushing their luck, stepping over the line more and more to see how much they can say and how much more disrespectful they can get.
No, they're gonna do that.
Yeah. Yeah. So people say, all right, well then just take yourself away. And yeah, that's just the next step. I gotta do it.
I think you should.
No, I mean I've been doing that. So it's
you have.
Because at a certain point, I'm like, nah, bro,
you're
getting too comfortable. Like, give me this, and then he shuts up.
Yeah, so you have that. I think that's probably the best way to. And I'm not a parent, but like to remind him without going back to like how we were raised with like ass whippings and shit.
It seems so petty.
What, taking shit away?
Just taking it. Just like if he says something, like, really? Give me that.
I mean, no, it is it's a like reminder, like, yeah, I bought this shit. Like, it's a very petty way of going about it, but I would probably say it might be better than how we were kind of reprimanded for certain things.
Oh yeah, he pulled some smart ass shit the other day. Like, I'm playing a video game in my free time. I'm not able to get past this one level. I'm keep fucking up. He's there watching me, but he's on his iPad or he's on his laptop doing his schoolwork and kind of watching me. And every time I'm losing, he just laughs, and the laughs get louder and louder. He's like, Dad, do you want me to do it? I'm like, nah, I got this. Yeah. I'm straight. And I'm like, I'm not letting this little 10-year-old fucking tell me how to play. I've been playing, nigga. I've been playing since you was swinging my nutsack before that. How dare you? And then, as I go to get showered up to get ready for his practice, he goes ahead, jumps on my shit, on my game, beats that level. I see him beat it as I'm getting ready to leave. I'm like, all right, buddy, we're ready to go. And I see him playing level. I'm like, are you doing my thing? He's like, yep, almost done. He finishes it and goes, yes, in your face. What now, Dad? What now? And I'm like, are you serious right now? He's like, yeah. I'm like, that was my game. He's like, yeah. He's like, how about it? He's like, it's my first try, Dad. He's like, I'm like, why'd you do it? He's like, Dad, if you would have been at least another day trying this, I helped you. I'm like, bro, it's very cute. It's helpful.
How the student surpasses.
Or how, what a famous man once said, how the turns tabled.
I forgot about that.
How the turns have tabled.
Oh shit!
But yeah, like this embarrassed me, and no one else saw it except the people now that are hearing this. Yeah, embarrassing. That was embarrassing. And then as we went to practice, and I'm helping out with the kids, he would slip it in every now and then. He's like, "Hey, Dad."
He beat the level.
Yeah, that he beat the level. He's like, "Hey, Dad, just made your life easier."
Just made your life easier.
Hey, Dad, let me know when you're gonna finish that game. Yeah.
Damn.
So I can only imagine how it's gonna turn up in these next couple of years.
Yeah.
And all I can do is give me that phone, give me that iPad, go to bed.
Why did we stop hitting kids again?
Why did we stop hitting kids?
No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
It's just
God, no, like the shit God, I would never.
I can't imagine doing it myself. But maybe it's because we've been conditioned so much to be like, this is evil to do.
Yeah, because when it happened to us, and as like, I guess people who didn't live that type of life, outside of it saw it happening or like heard about it or whatever.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, that's not normal. Because for generations, it was normal for us.
Hell yeah.
And then all of a sudden, some outsiders, white people, said it wasn't normal. And it was just like, oh, that's what we're doing. Like, okay. So after a while, we were just, so it was part of the, for us, like the healing, like the generational curses. Like all of a sudden that became a curse that we had to heal from.
Yeah.
That we didn't want to do to our kids.
Making your kids get a switch. The belt, the chancla.
God, I'm getting flashbacks.
Yeah, see what I mean? PTSD. We don't want to give that to our kids.
This is one tree in like our garden when we used to live with my grandmother. God.
That was a switch tree?
Yeah, and I would like walk around it. I just couldn't get close to it.
Now you see that type of tree again, you get triggered. See, so it's like don't want to do that
seared
to
in my
kid.
brain right now, huh?
I know. See, so it's like we don't want to do that to our kids. Trying to break those curses. But man, it's tough.
True, and I never really disrespected. I wasn't like disrespectful growing up, but I have other siblings that have been disrespectful, and they also got their ass beat. Yeah. Probably worse than me.
And with my kids, like his sarcasm now.
Well, definitely worse than me. But.
Yeah, definitely worse than you.
Yeah.
No, with my kid, it's like he's growing like me to have elite level sarcasm. Mm-hmm. So it's like, I know sarcasm. But when I get it from him, I'm so annoyed because I can't fuck with him like I would with my regular friends. Yeah. Because he's just a kid. I'm like, all right, dude.
But why not?
I don't know, because I feel like I can't really talk to him. I shouldn't engage with him on that adult level. I want to treat him like a grown kid, but I also don't want him to look at me like we're friends. I'm still your father at the end of the day.
True.
You know, so as much as I want to have that jokey type relationship, there's certain things that you like, all right, now you're overstepping your boundaries. You need to show me respect as an adult and as your father. True. So we're trying to...
Do you think you'll ever blur that line, like maybe when he gets older?
When he gets older, yeah, but right now I got to tell him, like, look, man, it's not working like that. You got to chill. And then he's like, well, why? And that's where it gets tough because you have to explain, and he keeps questioning everything. He's like, all right, but if this happens, can I still do... I'm like... And he doesn't understand why. He just doesn't see that concept because he just wasn't raised in that conditioning that we were in. Yeah. Doesn't see it. He doesn't know about getting hit. He doesn't know that.
Even about like, well, it kind of passes the getting hit into like the respecting territory. Yeah. So it's kind of just having to, I guess, reinforce that.
Little shit like saying yes, mom, yes, dad, yes, uncle, yes, aunt, yes, grandma. Because I was like, when... In a Spanish household, I'm conditioned now. Whenever my mom says my name for anything, I say, "Sí, señora." Yeah. Yes, ma'am. No matter what. My grandma, same thing. My
I used to get my ass beat. I know. I was really bad at that.
Right. So that itself. Yeah. If this was another time, I'd be beating that kid's ass all the time. But because he doesn't, I said, "Yes, what? Yes, what?" Before he asks for something. And when he doesn't, he rolls his eyes, and then I got to deal with that.
Yeah. No, we weren't really like the yes ma'am type thing. Yeah. It was you have to say yes.
Or yes. I would take a yes.
Just a simple yes.
A simple yes would be
But
fine.
I'd be like, what? But I wouldn't mean anything by it.
Right. But just the way it sounds.
Yeah.
Very informal.
Especially since like my mom worked a lot. She also kind of not grew up so much with me. She was 28 when she had me, but with my other siblings, she kind of grew up with them. Mm-hmm. So that line of friend and parent was a little blurry. Right. With them. And then for me, like I knew what it was, but at the same time, like she would go to liquor store for me when I was like in whatever grade, I'm not gonna say. But I was like, ugh.
I was waiting for you to say what grade was it?
I'm not gonna snitch right now. Joe, do not fucking say anything.
Cousin Joe,
do not say anything. But anyway, he already knows. But yeah, that line was blurred. But there was always the respect there. I mean, especially for me, like me and my mother haven't had like the best relationship. Right. I think more so because ever since like my father died when I was younger, I was definitely like daddy's girl. Yeah. When they had split up right before he died, I was just like, I don't want to be here.
How old were you when your father
died? 6. It was like a couple of months before I turned 7. It was September. His anniversary just passed. Yeah.
All right, but you were daddy's girl before that.
Oh, yeah.
Without a doubt. Yeah, I see that. I completely get that. Anytime with girls and dads. And then moms with boys.
Oh, yeah. When they split up, it was just like when I had to be at my mom's. Sunday night came, I was like, why am I here? I remember, like, my older sisters were talking about, like, shaving. So what did I try to do at, like, age 5? Tried to shave absolutely nothing. I was trying to shave my leg. I cut myself. I think I cut, like, my finger and my leg. I don't know. I just remember, like, in the bathtub, like, call daddy. I was, like, just, like, fucking, like, bleeding and shit. I had the razor. I was like, I was in shock. I was like, I don't know what's going on.
See, I talk about the bodily fluids. You talk about blood. You talking about getting?
Have I frequently said that?
You had what, the skating incident?
Or
the bike incident?
Yeah, that
was like Ricky.
And then this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I don't think that was like a couple years at least right after he passed though, because I remember I was a little older.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I was like already like riding bikes, skateboards. Like I was a tomboy, like with the boys around the neighborhood and shit. Yeah. Oh my god, my Ricky moment. I'm getting flashbacks now.
Yeah,
that was funny. But yeah, but no, like I grew up that way, so I didn't. So yeah, like my sister would like slap the shit out of me if I didn't say it. Like she's like, "It's Ma, like say yes," because I was so used to being around my siblings more than my mom, who worked a lot. So that's just what I was used to.
That's what it is. It's like,
yeah.
And now it's like everything's got to change. I mean, look, I don't blame parents. I'm not judging parents that still hit their kids. I know it's happening somewhere.
Yeah.
And they're quiet about it. So I don't judge that at all. It's just me. I don't know, man. I
figured, trying to get past it.
I'm trying to get past it. I'm not saying it's like a curse. I won't go that far, but I think it's something that, I wouldn't mind changing up. And I kind of told myself, too. Mm-hmm. Like, I'll never hit my kid the way I've been hit. Like,
yeah.
I won't do that to him. And now that I am doing just that, I'm not hitting them, I'm seeing how they act when you don't hit them.
Because you're seeing because I'm terrified to have a child who is me, let alone one.
And one that doesn't get to feel any type of physical repercussion.
Yeah. More so like,
I
grew up with a shit ton of like, well, not a shit ton, it was just a few of us, like siblings, where I was the youngest, so I was always like on mute type of thing. So I was, or like they would take care of me before like my mom even had to.
Yeah.
Or like my aunt was always watching us and she would beat the shit out of me. Like I was always used to being muted. That's a good term for it, muted, I guess. So, oh God, I have a child that's like me and that's not muted.
I know, you gotta think about it.
Oh my God, if I have a child like my sister, oh my God. Okay, sorry.
It's a little it's a little mini.
Horrifying.
It's a little mini me.
Staying on birth control for the rest of my life. Well, until I hit menopause.
I'm telling you, but once you see them, it's a different story. I'll tell you, because they are annoying. But then when you see them, you melt.
I throw so many jabs. What if this little person gets dirt on me and just throws you know how I throw jabs?
Yeah. Oh, he throws jabs at me. That's the thing. He throws jabs.
Oh, Jesus.
That's what I'm saying. So him constantly saying like, "Hey, Dad, how's it going? You finally, so you see the next level now? Looks cool, right?" Because I could have gone to another level and played something else, but I wanted to beat that specific one,
like
and I just couldn't.
Once in a game, like you want to pass it.
I just wanted to pass it. It was just my ego. I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm like, I don't need your help. I can do this. Mm-hmm. And in my head, I'm like, he probably can do this. I can't. And I was like, shit. But and then he fucking did it behind my back, and I asked him like,
flexing on you.
He's flexing on something that I knew that I grew up loving. I grew up loving video games.
You never tried to scare him? System. Like, brah, like try to like.
Oh yeah, all the time. And
that's what my dad used to do to me because I was so young. So whenever he used to like line up the rest of the kids for like their whoopings and like their ass whoopings and shit, I just got like scared with the belt or something.
Oh, see.
Like he would do that and I would fucking cry, or he would like go to smack my butt but just lift me in the air and like fuck with me. Yeah. So I would be scared just off that. But yeah,
he's so far gone. If I held up a belt and looked and did this thing, he'd be like, that doesn't fit me.
Well, no, you have to start early.
Exactly, I'm way too late.
Yeah,
so if I just did this
and
I do the belt thing, I'm like, what are you doing? That doesn't fit me.
No.
He'll say some dumb shit like that.
Well, no, not that you have to scare him in that way.
It's not my waist size, Dad.
No, not that you have to scare him in that way. But if it was like my mom, all she has to do is thin out her lips, like when she gets mad.
Oh, I got that. I got my toe.
Shitting in my fucking pants, bro.
I get that booming voice, like the dad voice.
Mm-hmm.
Like I can say it from across the field. He'll know it's me.
Mm-hmm.
He knows that voice. I did that one time at a kid's birthday party. We were at a bowling alley, and we only had it was the private room, so everybody was like indoors.
Yeah.
It was like years ago. And I saw that he stole the ball from this girl that was bowling. He was a couple years younger, so he didn't know any better.
Yeah.
And I did that huge booming dad voice. And everybody turned around and looked at me.
Yeah.
I was like, Anthony! Get the girl that ball back! And everybody was just like, for the rest of that day, I was looked at like the drunk, abusive father. Like I should have.
Because you raised your voice.
Because I raised my voice. Like, yeah, that type of shit.
Yeah.
Like I'm the guy who probably just beats his kids and his wife in the back and shit.
That's the only thing that like sucks if you have to kind of like do that in public, like take care of your kids in public, is the raising of the voice. Like you don't have to, like I've seen it just with working. Like I'll see it like they come into the restaurant, or like even with like going food shopping, like in the aisle where you see somebody like not beating their child, but reprimanding their child and shit, and it's awkward. But then the yelling at some point, like if you don't, I feel like not instilling fear, but if you don't instill that like authority, then it's almost like training it's not like training a dog at all. Never mind, that's a bad analogy.
You don't want bad comparison.
No.
That analogy. Sade's analogies did not work that time.
My analogies usually don't. Oh, fuck, I forgot it again.
No, I didn't do one. You did one.
No, I forgot I forgot the sparkles.
Oh, you don't have the sound?
Keep talking. I'm going to get it.
I don't have one. I wasn't analyzing anything.
No. I'm just saying, keep talking.
Okay, my bad.
I'm good. No, because I'm sure there'll be an analogy at some point.
Oh, no doubt. No, yeah, but it's like these kids now. Like, I don't want to have that kid where I go to the store, he asks for something, he doesn't get what he wants, and then he just drops to the floor and starts kicking, and I gotta drag him because I don't want to say. Because
I feel like that's more embarrassing than a parent. Not embarrassing, but like cringeworthy to witness in person than a parent raising their voice, because I don't mind a parent raising their voice. And if you have to like kind of put down your foot, you have to put down your foot.
Absolutely. Back in the day when you saw a kid do that, I remember parents would be like, hey, fucking hit your kid. Like beat his ass, or I'll beat your kid for you. Back in the day, that was the thing. If a kid was pulling that stunt, kicking on the floor and shit, a random adult would be like, hey, pah! Show some respect.
Oh yeah, no, that was not. Yeah, that was something that was normal.
That was normalized back then. Now it's just like very, very frowned upon.
Yeah.
Now it's just
you have to get on the equal mentally emotional field with your offspring.
Whatever, I don't have the sparkles. I've had this video for so long, I forgot to take out this music.
You have to come to a mutual understanding and focus on not
These
raising your voice.
These kids are not fucking adults. I mean, at some point, I probably
to treat
will.
These kids like adults.
Like I don't mind having a conversation with the child, like if you're talking to an adult, because I feel like there's certain topics, where I think it helps educate the kids.
Yes,
that's fine. But in certain cases, you still have to put your foot down and be like, "No, I'm mom, I'm dad." Like,
yeah. That's really what it comes down to.
Yeah.
And it's just like, it's going to get to the point where I just find myself taking away your phone 10 times a week.
That one.
Yeah. And then before you know it, you're without a phone. I'm holding it more than you are.
That's so, I can't do that one.
No, it's ridiculous.
I'm so angry.
All right, anything else? What's up with your week? That was pretty much it for me, though.
I am.
We almost at the 30 mark. We're talking about my shit.
No, you're good. I didn't have much. I have an announcement I'm going to make soon. But
you got an announcement that you're not going to announce.
Can't make it yet.
It's good stuff.
What else?
I'm sure everybody will be excited to check it out.
That was way too on the nose, but all right.
You don't have to say nothing.
It's fine.
Sorry, mentally I've just checked out.
Well, people won't know the date anyway for like a couple weeks. And then what's the other one? I have a meeting soon. Hopefully fucking soon. It's been in the works for a long time. The studio thing, like me being in the studio and putting together something, so that's in the works.
Sade's gonna rap, y'all.
No,
it's about time.
No,
32 bars coming.
No, not
over old ass 2000 Dipset beats.
Do not. Oh my god.
Oh.
Actually, I would fucking kill a Dipset beat.
Yo, half is gonna be Joel Santana beats. The other half is J.R. Ryder beats.
I fucking hate you. No, I'm not rapping.
You sure?
But
You sure?
I'm
just coming on track and D-Block.
1000% sure. 1000%
sure.
D-Block. 1,000% sure I'm not. But,
sure, nigga?
Okay, maybe 98% sure I'm not. But so I have that in the works. I like the people that I'm doing this with. I hit them up like, hey, so what's going on? Like, I have people on standby. Like, I have a couple engineers on standby. I have this one singer.
Excuse me.
That, yeah.
Love that word.
I got a couple engineers on standby.
Yeah, they're waiting. Well, no, they're not like, I don't think they're actually waiting. But, well, I know one, his girl has hit me up a couple times. Or, like, she's like, oh, like, have you heard anything? And because, you know, it's just engineers looking for a home.
Right.
And then another one is a friend of ours that had posted something. He's looking for a home. And I'm like, well, hey, like, studio, blah, 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 whatever. Because I can't physically hire anybody. Like, not physically, that's a wrong word. But I can't hire anybody personally. But I would like to bring, like, hey, these are two people that I know that, like, want the first one that I brought up to them. I've worked with him for, like, a little, like, one studio session. But me and him kind of clicked that one time. And he's good. I've seen him work. He's good. The other one, I'm sure he's fucking amazing. So I have no doubt in the second one. And then I have a singer that I just met recently that she has a bunch of songs written but has no music, has no beats. And it's not like full songs written, but she has a bunch of, like, concepts. I'm sure you have it. Yeah. Where, like, a friend of ours, like, will play a beat, and all of a sudden you have your phone out, and you're just like, all right, this is something old that I wrote.
Yeah, I got a bunch of those.
Yeah.
A bunch of those. It's
So,
always good to have that.
Just happy to find a singer that can write. But, yeah, so hopefully.
Nah, that's what's up. I like that. Nah. What was I going to say? Shit. No, just you. I'm just thinking about you in the studio just directing everything. You know, this whole project, being the executive producer. Smacking rappers for coming 15 minutes late.
Oh, yeah, no, it'd be bad.
Yeah. Yeah. Smacking blunts out their hands.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's for sure. Because it's funny, because you've been to the building before. As soon as you walk into the second floor, or what is it, the third floor? I forgot what floor it is. That's all you smell is weed. They got one.
Lovely smell. Vices in the air.
Got one working bathroom, and it's the men's bathroom.
Oh, yeah.
Which is fucking amazing. Yeah. I had to hold it in the entire time I was there. It was like, oh my God. I was trying to talk to Q, and I'm like, yeah. Like, I'm like salsa dancing a little bit. Just like fucking dying right now.
That's the worst.
But no, like, I got to check out the studio. It's still like, it's not like fully done. They still have a lot of things that they want to do, but it's coming together cool. So, that's cool. So I'll meet like one of the owners. I already met one of the owners. I'll meet the other one hopefully next week. And then the project will be underway, and then we have your project too that I'm excited about. So
yeah, I'm in album mode, man. I hate to say it, so it's such a cliche term, but I've literally just like separated myself from everybody. Like, people hit me up asking me if I'm okay. I'd be like, yeah, man, I just need some time. I'm just kind of like stepping away from everybody and everything, kind of just keeping interactions like very, very minimal. Because I'm just focused on this shit. I don't want to have any outside distractions. I don't want people with assumptions and shit. Because once you start taking breaks from everybody, people automatically assume that that it's directed towards them or you have issues with them, when that's just not the case. Yeah, because
people are, not everybody, but like some people are overly sensitive and take shit to the heart.
Right, when it's just a matter of, it's like, I just need some time for myself. You know, like,
if these are mutual friends, I can only imagine what they think about me, because I'd be going like a long time without talking to anybody.
Well, yeah, that's why. So after a while, I just kind of have to like see it for what it is. Like, and I don't get mad when other people do their thing and they take their space. Like, I'm not mad at anything like that. Yeah. Like, as you get older, you got problems. Like, motherfuckers forget. Like, I got 2 kids. I got my own shit going on. You know, like, and a lot of them don't have kids, so they don't know what the fuck it is. Like, unless you're an actual rap dad, and this is no shot to anybody that doesn't have kids, but unless you fucking know what goes on, then you really don't know. So when I'm stressed, it's not really about anything going on with music. More often than not, it's just some bullshit at home. The fact that my kid missed an hour of class because he overslept and I wasn't there to wake him up because I was busy with the baby. That shit is enough to fuck up my Tuesday. Yeah. Where I don't want to talk to anybody, where if anybody hits me up, I'll be like, you know what, man, I don't got time for this right now. I just don't want to talk. You know, so, and I hate to use that as a crutch every time as an excuse, but it's just like, there's so much that goes on into the whole parenting thing, especially during COVID. It's a lot of stress that I didn't really want to admit to before. I kind of felt like I could handle it all. But some days it kind of wears on you and it gets to you. You know? Yeah. It's not the easiest job in the world. There's a lot of shit. And you just kind of have to keep your head on a swivel because there's so much going on. Little things. You got to watch out for this. You got to well, in my experience, I got a 10-year-old. I got a baby. There's two
it's
different,
complete opposite. Two you're like 3 stages apart in life.
Right. Yeah. But at the same time, so much going on between the two of them that I can't keep my eyes off both of them because there's little things I could miss that could fuck up a lot. Mm-hmm. So you throw that on top of trying to balance what this music shit and trying to get stuff done, trying to have projects done a lot faster than they should be.
Yeah.
You know, it wears on you. So when I'm in this album mode, it's tough because it's like I really got to shut myself off from a lot of things. Like this pod is pretty much the only other thing that I pay attention to and put my all in. Besides this, now that I've finished the video, this is now it. I got to get to these beats. I got to meet with Yost whenever I can. Meet with Obi, record this shit, do the whole distro kit or whatever, however we're gonna release it, put it out there, and then promote.
Are we still good for what I asked you for? For the thing the announcement that I didn't make?
I don't know what you mean now. I'm kind of
lost. I'll ask you off here. But yeah, go ahead.
But yeah, no, we're getting close to time. But
oh yeah.
That's pretty much it, man. I mean, it's just I'm in that mode now. I'm just trying to get it done. I'm trying to stay focused. Just trying to put more of myself and where I've been these past 7 months into that shit.
Yeah. And
go from there. It's just a process, but this is usually how it works, and this is just how it works best for me.
Yeah, I just don't think there's anything wrong with it.
I don't think so, but it's just I think it's in the way that I've presented it to people because I don't want people to think I'm coming off cold and harsh.
Yeah, because I think for so long you pretended like everything was cool.
Yeah.
And now it's like, all right, complete shutdown. Not everything's cool. Like, I got to do this. I got mad shit.
I'm freaking the fuck out. Like, it's a scary-ass time to be a parent.
And you're at a stage with your music that, like, the album mode, nobody can really help you.
Yeah.
Especially because you are, like, one of, what is it called? You're the type of writer that doesn't really get help from doesn't outsource. Mm-hmm. So you're like a writer. So literally, this is just like nobody can really help you with this. You already got the beats. It's like, okay, like it's just me.
The only sense in where people have helped me would have been like I have like conversations with people that'll turn into like situations that'll turn into lyrics. Like I have a conversation.
But that's you pulling from.
But that's
life.
Me pulling from stuff.
No. In that sense, yeah. I mean, like the type of writers. Kind of like what I would be doing in a studio, where if they get tripped up, it's like I would help them.
Got you.
Like I don't. Have you gotten like help like that?
I have not done that yet.
So that's what I'm thinking. Like,
you're the only person I'm kind of playing that with, actually.
Huh?
You're the only person that I was playing that with. Yeah. No, we've been talking about this. Yeah.
I kind of told Saint, and Saint was like, "I thought you were already like executive producer." I was like, "Well, I was like, Saint, I just got the title." I was like, we just made it official. I finally got the title. All right.
Made it official.
But anyway,
EP?
Yes, EP. But EP for both EPs? EP on the EP?
Well,
not
both.
When
I wouldn't call it EP. Well, I guess whatever.
Well, no, because you called it an EP, but I'm thinking if it's 10 tracks.
It's 10 tracks? Because it originally was going to be EP, but we just extended 10 tracks. So we're doing 2 EPs and one, so I guess
project.
LP.
It's LP.
Whatever.
All right, EP on the LP. No, we saw.
Yeah. So
yeah,
it's gonna be interesting, man. So I'm just trying to work hard, just trying to stay focused, just trying to get some time alone to myself and just think. It's tougher than expected, but and I've given myself a deadline, so I'm pushing myself. Usually I'm a big procrastinator. I get stuff done at the last minute. It comes out great. That's how a lot of Kick and Snare was done. Like I kind of just waited till the last minute and gave myself a deadline.
It's kind of last minute though.
What? This?
We don't. I mean. As far as like, I don't know if there's a deadline for either or for the EP.
Oh no, this
or
one there's a deadline and it's pretty quick. So I'm giving myself a quick turnaround.
Like there's a date.
There's a date. Where,
you didn't tell me about. I only know about the month. That's it. You didn't tell me no dates.
Oh no, there's no official date, but yeah.
Oh okay.
So, yeah.
Okay.
But that's why. So I'm kind of like I don't want to rush anything, but at the same time, like I gotta get moving. You know, I don't want to bullshit. I don't want to half-ass it.
No, basically. I get you.
Yeah.
All right, so let's take a break and we'll get into topics.
All right, and we back. As always, we like to start off with telling about our weeks, and then we get into the other shit, the crazy shit that happened this week. Now, after last week's travesty of a shit show inside of a train wreck, inside of a clusterfuck, which was the presidential debate, the vice presidents, Kamala Harris and Pence. I forget what's his fucking name? Chris Pence? No, I could be way off. Mike Pence. I think it's Mike.
Mike Pence.
Oh, I'm so bad.
Oh, I don't care. Honestly.
Mike Pence.
Oh, it is Mike.
Yeah, it is Mike
nice.
Pence. Good guess.
I'm so good. I'm on it.
They went on it, and I will say for one that the vice presidential debate was a hell of a lot more classier than the presidential debate in the sense of they weren't shouting over each other.
No, I mean it was.
They were respecting the
classy,
rules,
but a hell of a lot better than the. Well, no, not even better. A lot more classier than the other one.
A lot more classier. Yeah. You know, Kamala did what she did. Did what she had to do.
Yeah.
Or Kamala, I don't know. I could be saying it wrong.
Kamala, I think it was.
I think it was Kamala or Kamala. I could be completely wrong.
Yeah,
people were saying it.
Yeah. That's why I just go by last names.
Yeah, I remember the time people were saying it was Obama. Back in the day, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, Barack Obama. I'm like,
yeah, no, I heard that one, yeah.
Yeah, people didn't know. Yeah, when he was just a senator. They didn't know it was like Obama. Yeah, so whatever.
Here, in case you're going to play a clip.
I'm going to play a clip from the debate.
Oh, yeah.
Or from the Trump thing. Let me see. In the debate, I think
not just the Trump thing. I mean, not the Trump thing. Not the React video yet.
The vice presidential debate.
Yeah. So then, but what else was there? This shit, I must say, like, we played it out. I was working. I was at the outside bar, and it was playing inside. We had Yankees outside. And I just remember whenever I had to go inside to grab something, I would look up, and I would see it, and I would see it for like maybe 5 seconds. I was like, well, this is a lot less entertaining than last week. Okay.
Oh, no, it was a lot more classier, but that's how debates are supposed to go.
Yeah.
You know? They were sitting close to each other. They had two of the little glass panels separating them.
I will say that since watching this one, there was, like, now that I finally got to, like, watch the whole thing, there were moments where it's like, and I put in the notes, what did I say? Pence is like Trump's, I think. Like, I think he plays like the best wingman for Trump.
You think so?
I think he can go in like not like, I mean, like the way he capes for him.
Oh,
the way he just like.
Well, a VP's got to be a ride or die. That's pretty much what it comes down to.
Yeah.
Like that's, he's your number one. You're the number two. You got to stick up for your man.
It's the way that like. He's trying to get this election like it's like some bitch.
Yeah.
Like it's just like, well, yeah. Like he just throws like mad dirt and what was that the term for it? I just don't remember. I don't know. He's just like being nasty about like the just random shit. And what was it about like the climate thing and saying like, oh, Biden is trying to ban fracking, which I had to look it up because I didn't know what it was. And he wasn't, like, explicitly had said like I'm like he's against the nation. He's against nationwide ban on like the actual on fracking and all that shit, and it would take tens of thousands of jobs and blah blah blah. Like I looked it up, and that's why Trump keeps saying it is like that he's for the ban, but he actually isn't. So it's how can you keep that narrative up?
There has to be a way to have fact checkers on during the actual debate. Like it won't be instant, obviously. But
no. I don't.
What, just to check them on what they're saying?
I don't think it's a matter of like in a debate. I don't think it's a matter of fact checking, but it's just Trump has said this because I had looked it up. Trump has said this outside of the debate and like just the campaign run. But it's like, how can you just so blatantly like come out with a lie like this?
Because he don't care. Because he thinks the public's gonna believe it. He's been saying lies for the whole fucking time, even when he wasn't president. This is normal.
You're right.
To everybody.
Yeah.
So it's like he says it with such confidence that you like, if you're a supporter, like, all right, that sounds true.
Yeah.
I mean, what the fuck?
It was just
people like someone they can believe in, and
true.
he talks a good game.
Yeah.
Now, when you're one of us and people that don't really rely on him and have seen the bullshit from far away, you can be like, all right, this nigga's talking that shit, and we've known him to be like. And this is, again, I'm not endorsing the guy, but he's the most entertaining and hilarious president I've ever fucking seen.
Yeah, he is.
That I've ever experienced. The guy can just talk. I don't believe a fucking thing he's saying, but just hearing him talk is fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, actually, we'll get to that. He's going to be one of our React videos. Remember, you just reminded me.
The Out of Sync movies?
Yeah, the Out of Sync movies. Well, because they had the instant translator thing.
I will kill you.
Yeah, like still moving their
you
mouths.
You have disgraced my family. It is imperative that I knock your head off.
All right, so we're back.
Fuck out of here, nigga.
Okay. I just don't remember what the fuck it was. It was like a face down type of thing, and I'm like, oh, this is like super intense. It's like and
your family line will die with you.
I automatically thought of like Bruce Lee movies. Oh shit! All right, so some technical shit going on, but
it's always something. It's
We are back on the debate.
So, vice presidential debate: Mike Pence versus Kamala Harris.
Yup.
Let me say, Kamala Harris is a beautiful woman.
She's
I must say,
fucking intelligent as shit, though.
very much so, man.
Too, I mean.
And Mike Pence, what a douche. Just what a douche.
Like, just the constant, like, so I just, not that, like, he's Trump's, I know I'm not speaking English.
He's Trump's boy.
So he's Trump's boy, I understand that.
Gotta
But
ride.
I just figured, okay, we're not really going to get Trump. It's perfect, okay. But there's just so many little things about Trump in him, like characteristics and little things. Just, ugh, God.
And Pence is just out there, man.
Yeah, and then for, like, he shouted her out for not answering a question, I think, of his.
Mm-hmm.
But like, my first question about this, 20 minutes in, does Pence know that he has 2 minutes to fucking talk? He spends, I didn't time it. I really wish I should have, really should have timed it. Where he'll start and he's like, I just want to thank blah blah blah.
Oh, they always do that. That's how they start.
But but constantly, not that much.
Sade, I want to thank you for inviting me here today. In America, I want to thank you for having me in your homes.
I want to yeah. But every single time, like almost every single time he had to answer a question, or I want to congratulate you, Harris, and blah 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 blah. Like,
I think it's a tactic to
it is a tactic
to kill time.
Yeah,
because
he kills time, then has a minute. He probably has like a minute left, then overtalks the moderator, who was like the best moderator, Susan Page. And
nice.
Then
shout out to Sue.
As like she's like, please, vice president, please just okay, on to the next one. He's still talking, and then he closed out maybe like 5 turns with like his turn, 5 turns with Trump and I want to put the American people first.
Yeah.
Like their healthcare
Politics
first.
101,
them in general first, or some like other bullshit first.
This is the game.
Yeah.
This is the game that's being played. It's kind of like when you have like a 1,000-word count essay, and you got 200 left. You just type a whole bunch of shit.
I call it fluff.
Yeah, you fluff it up, and then just highlight that text and put it the same color as the background, and you got your 200 words. That's pretty much what he's doing there.
Yeah.
That's prose analogy. Yeah. That's pretty much what he's doing at that point.
I really have to get the sparkle. I'm so like.
When you're thinking, everybody,
Sue, I want to thank the American public for having me here today.
That's obviously not his voice, but that's just me.
No, I felt like you could have done a really good one too.
What?
I want to thank the American public here.
I don't fucking know that nigga's voice.
Yeah, you're fine.
Nobody knows
you're
Pence's
like
voice.
Stuck on Trump.
I'm stuck on Trump.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like water, unimaginable. The type of water this insulin is gonna bring us. It's amazing.
Wait till we get to other shit. I don't know if I want to do that impression again, but people actually like that fucking impression. I was surprised. I really thought it was shit.
No, that was a good one. I honestly like. It was even better when you did it off air, but once you did it, I was laughing and I was so mad at you. I'm like, why the fuck are you doing this off air?
Yeah, because in the video, the edit I did, you looked like you were just stone-faced.
Juan had one fucking job. He had one job, not to talk about the debate. And what did he do? Talk about the debate.
Well, you can't help it. Everybody was talking about it.
No, I know. But one of the things that Pence kind of like just ran over is role of the VP, where, let me see, instead of explaining his role, he goes back to Harris's, how like Harris. So she had just, what was it called? So it was like
administration.
Yeah, but like right before that, I'm just trying to remember what I think it was about the vaccine. It was the video you just showed me.
Okay.
So it was about that, and they had already moved on. That's it. And he just like, no, we're gonna go back to that. How dare you? Blah blah whatever. And then I don't really think he actually gave an answer. Let me see. No. And then Harris...
A lot of dancing around.
Yeah. Harris just kind of danced around... what was it? She danced around Roe versus Roe v. Wade. Yeah. He danced around it completely, talking about the judge they just elected. And then... Well, yeah, she's not voted into the Supreme Court yet. Barrett or something. Yeah. But then Harris... danced around it, like she danced around it, but then eventually she got to it, but then went to go talk shit about Pence. Yeah,
because that's what it is too. When that shit's happening, when you feel like you're getting blamed for something like that, your only line of defense at that point is to go at them about something. And each of these candidates have like a bad history about them. Like with Biden himself, just him being involved in that 94 crime bill, is something that he's had a lot of trouble like fighting about. And if he would just admit, they're like, hey, I was involved in it. At the time, we thought it was going to help, but it ended up hurting way more than it helped. If you say something that simple and just admit to the fact that, yo, I fucked up 20-some years ago on his bill, you would be so much more liked in the polls.
Because that's why I don't think people understand. Like,
but he's holding back, like for whatever reason, he's holding back from telling people, like, yo, I fucked up.
Because I think, I guess he's worried about the backlash if he admits to it. But I just feel like even as being regular people, like in our lives, I think admitting to the mistakes that you have made just save you so much time.
I think so. I think and the people that are on the fence about wanting to vote for him, I think that'll only help him if he just admits, he's like, look, as far as like minorities go, we thought this plan was going to help, even if he's just bullshitting. But just to say, hey, we thought it was going to help, end up hurting more. I want to apologize for my part in that. Yeah. And I want to do things right this time around as your president.
Yeah.
That right there, very simple, to the point. You may have to explain yourself later, but right then and there, if that question comes up during a debate, that saves you a lot, gets you out of hot water. Because I guarantee you, Trump is going to attack that.
No, he did
if
already.
He's going to keep going at it.
Yeah, he'll still. Oh shit! Yeah, he'll still like pick at it.
That crime bill is one of the biggest fucking travesties in all of American history.
Yeah, they're picking on him on Biden wanting to ban fracking,
right?
Which would take a shit ton of jobs, like we talked about before. But it's not even that. Like when I read up on it, Biden actually eventually he wants to reduce it, but like slowly.
Yeah.
He wants to transition into a better way for like climate control and all that good shit, because the way, like the drilling and that whole technique of fracking does fuck with the system, does fuck with the earth.
Right.
So doing it in that transition actually makes sense. But because it's like the end goal would be just getting rid of it, then it's like, oh my God, but okay, so that means he just wants to get rid of it. This is the story I'm going to run with, and taking jobs places like Pennsylvania, Texas, Ohio, where it's a bunch of it's the white working class.
Right.
Getting their vote. So
yeah, that's what he's doing.
It's a fucking mess.
It's a mess all over. But like I said before, a lot more classier, a lot more respectable this way between both candidates. There was that funny moment where Pence wasn't letting Harris speak.
It was like 2 or 3 moments, I think. Yeah.
I'm speaking. Excuse me, Vice President. I'm
I'm speaking.
Mr. Vice President.
I'm speaking.
Just,
speaking.
Asserting herself. Yeah. Let her know, like, hey, just because I'm a woman, like, don't try to play me. Like, I can get down.
Yeah.
And you ain't shit out here.
She made this one comment. No, it was actually, it was at what I was trying to get to before. The, oh my God, Roe. I keep saying.
Roe versus Wade.
Yeah.
Roe v. Wade.
I keep, like, saying whoa. My bad. So he's talking about like getting buried in whatever bullshit, and how she's Catholic, and how Harris and Biden were like downplaying it, or like they thought it was like a bullshit choice, right?
They're both people of faith.
Yeah. So Harris came in like, that's insulting. Like, Biden and I are people of faith. Blah blah blah. But then she goes on to say, like, I believe that women, like, I'm pro-choice. She pretty much said.
Right.
But then Pence was like, oh, well, if they're elected, like, make sure that they flat out make sure Biden and Harris don't get into office, just disregard their ballot or whatever, because they're going to pack the court with their people, and Trump and I believe in, like, the separation. And then she points out Trump just got in, like, what was that, appointed 50 people, and, like, she was like, I've been in the system where we've found many of them incompetent.
Yes.
And none of them to be black.
Right. These are all people that Trump's hired, but they have maybe not experience, no political experience, but they're also just yes men.
Yeah.
So, I mean, but when you're president, you got to control the House, and the Republicans got control. You can do that type of shit.
And they're by his side, but, like, when she said it, she was like, you want to talk about packing, like, she was like, you want to talk about packing the court? Like, yeah, let's have that discussion. I was like, oh, shit.
You want to talk about packing the court? Harris will get in that ass, boy.
No, I've looked into her past. There was claims, not claims, like, it's true.
She got her past, too.
She has her past.
Yeah, she got her past.
And
we won't get into that.
No, it's not enough time. And Pence and Trump, and they all have their fucking claim. I mean, keep saying claims. They all have their past.
I don't think he has a past, but he's got a past in photos. I've seen some crazy ass photos of Pence back in the day.
Yeah.
And I don't mean like that, like pornographic shit, but just some weird, questionable photos.
No. That I've seen. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I mean, Biden and Trump, it's been laid out. And
well, the crime bill and then just Trump, everything else. Just there's tons of shit on Trump that we all know about, but he's like Teflon out here.
Even like the pedophilia.
You got to get him, even if he just straight up was caught on camera saying "fuck America," everybody voting is an idiot. Yeah. I'm gonna win this shit anyway. I think he'd still fucking win.
Probably.
There's nothing he can say that'll get him.
So like the debate was on yesterday. Somebody was like, "Yeah, Trump's gonna win." I looked at him. I was like, "Oh, you're cut the fuck off. You can leave right now." They're like, ha ha ha. Oh, you're not joking. I was like, "No, I'm not fucking joking. I don't care."
Like I say like this.
No.
I get it. Everybody. I know that a lot of people that I hang around with don't want Trump for another 4 years. No,
and this person's a Democrat.
Yeah,
but
and I get
he
it.
Thinks that like
right, because at this point
Trump's
it feels
people are so crazy.
It's such a good team. They have a great promotion team on the side.
Like his America.
Great marketing. No,
like his not his team.
Okay.
It's just like the neo-Nazis of the fucking.
Well, I see that now. Yeah, I see that happening. Like I think Jersey's gonna vote Democrat regardless.
Yeah.
So whether we vote or not, which we are gonna vote anyways, but and everybody should vote Democrat, whatever. Trump won't win Jersey. Probably won't win New York, but the other states are what you gotta watch out for, because it's always like I forget what state is like really really big. It counts as like for a bunch of the electoral votes. It's a state that you wouldn't even think about, but all of a sudden it's when coverage comes in, like CNN and Fox News, like we're watching this state because that's gonna determine the race.
No, I feel like it's Pennsylvania. Is it Pennsylvania?
It's definitely a state that you wouldn't even consider that it would be like
it's
a
one
highly
that has like 13
electoral count.
Votes. Has 13 electoral votes.
Right, which is a big deal in these electoral shits. And then like I was talking, I think Manny about it or someone about it. We were like, we don't understand why. Still, I don't to this day, and I should look it up on YouTube or Google, whatever. Wow. Someone will explain to me why the popular vote just doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah.
And why we're going off this electoral? Because the first time I heard about it was during the Bush and Gore in 2000.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I thought it was always just, all right, who had more votes?
Same.
Not electoral.
I remember like asking, like I didn't really understand it at the time, and I knew about the voting. I knew people went to go vote. But I was like way too young and shit, and I didn't understand it. I think my mom tried to explain it to me, but I was just like, whatever. I'm gonna go outside and play.
Yeah.
I mean, I figured it out like in high school, like when we talked about it was voting time and it was like Obama was about to be in office, and we went through all that shit, and they explained what it was and the importance and blah blah blah. And I've just come to the conclusion, me and Juan actually just had the conversation, I mean, and I think it's been talked about, the presidential vote doesn't really, not that it doesn't matter, but it doesn't matter.
You mean the popular vote?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like us voting, I don't.
Oh no.
Yes, I think we should vote. Yeah. Don't get that twisted. Like I really do think we should vote, but in the grand scheme of things, I think it's more important if we vote the people closer to us in office. Oh
yeah, absolutely. Vote the local. Vote local than national.
That's something like me and Juan have talked about, and we're like, you know what, that we have to get on that, because like I just started doing that, like started looking into shit, and I'm like, all right, I gotta do better.
Yeah, and stuff, and to call back to what I was talking about before, me being a parent, I have to look into like those local elections, because it may be stuff that would affect my kids, whether it be school or extracurricular stuff or taxes. I gotta look at stuff that's happening close to home and then expand into the rest of the country. I gotta worry about my county, my town, my state before I can worry about the rest of the country. Yeah, because I gotta live here first.
That's how I saw it. I mean, like regardless if you could tell me at 16 I could vote, I was gonna vote for Trump. But I mean, Trump.
Oh my God.
Obama.
Jesus.
Obama. I'm in Obama.
Jesus.
Edit that out.
Don't do that.
Oh. No, I didn't mean to laugh at me. I didn't mean to laugh at me. Wait, no.
Yo, you whack.
Wait.
This is the clip. No, this is the clip right now.
No.
Yes, we're clipping this. That's it. Whatever time it was,
We're
that's
gonna
it.
be like, just keep fucking with me.
They fucking up. She's a secret Trump supporter. It's over, nigga. It's over. Nah. You're caught. You're caught. You canceled. You canceled before Checker comes back.
No. Anyway, Democrat
Mark
all
that.
day.
Mark
no,
that one.
shut up. Not marking it.
I'm marking that.
You'll probably find it in the episode anyway. Fuck you. Anyway, like I was trying to say, Obama. But now the fact that, like, I mean, I've always known that I wanted to own my own business and, you know, the restaurant and shit. But now I'm thinking, like, okay, like, I'm actually gonna be a business owner.
Yeah.
Like, this is cemented. I just have to, like, get the proper, like, you know, shit going on. And now that I started working at a private bar where the owner's there every day, and it's essentially what I'm gonna do, just a hell of a lot better because this guy has no fucking clue what he's doing.
Right.
I'm seeing what he's dealing with the town and all of this. I mean, that bar is so fucking old. He's grandfathered through like everything pretty much, so he can get away with murder there. But they still write him about certain things, so that kind of played into it where I'm like, I don't want this for me.
Right.
Like, I don't want to have to I know my way around restaurants and like that kind of business. I know what to do, but now I have to consider being an actual owner, having to deal with the town and the council and the mayor, and
it's a different type of pressure.
God. Yeah, no, there's another bar, like, you know, there's a bunch of bars around me. So I just found out that the mayor has like some shit with one of the owners for one of those bars. And always tries, and it always fucks with him. We'll drive past, we'll send cops in there. We'll always fuck with him.
Just to fuck with the guy?
Yeah, just
That's
to fuck with him.
Shit.
So it's like little things like that where I'm like, you know what, that's what kind of made me think like, all right, I think it's time.
Yeah,
and we're talking about getting our house soon. Like, it's just...
and you can't be playing around with the COVID shit right now. I just heard, and I don't know the validity of this, but the homeboy that owns Cuban Pete's is about to be arrested because he keeps breaking the 25.
Dominic's gonna get... I know him.
Yeah,
I know the owner.
Because earlier in the year, like, he didn't show love to Black Lives Matter.
Yeah,
and that was going on. People were boycotting
Black Lives
it.
Matter or some shit like that. Yeah.
So then he was caught saying, like, this is America. I can do whatever the hell I want. He's ignoring the 25% capacity rule. So he's facing jail time. Yeah, this guy does not give a fuck. I've been there before. I met the guy. So it's like, I can already picture him saying that shit.
I wonder if it's for rent.
Yeah. Nah, that spot, that's a tough ass. That's a lot of rent. I can tell.
No, it's expensive.
Yeah,
I remember the first, because my, I don't know what to call it, my mom's husband, not stepfather, but whatever, you know. I guess stepfather, right?
Mom's
That's
dude?
Just weird. My mom's guy. Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Love you, Jim. But anyway, so, yeah, he says I curse way too much for his liking, so he doesn't listen in anymore.
Oh, sorry to fucking hear that, Jim.
Sorry. Anyway, so I remember being there for the first time, and him and Dominic were like, not like they were like best friends,
but buddies.
Yeah, like, you ever seen him when Dominic will like bring out cigars and chill at tables?
I have not seen that, but that sounds like something he would do.
Yeah, but he would do that, and like, I've never seen Jim actually smoke a cigar, but like, they'll talk. He's like, oh, I sent some stuff over for you guys. Like, how are you guys doing?
Okay.
Like that. And until I think Dominic fucked over Jim at one point. I forgot what it was. Jim felt some type of way about it. So what was it? One time, Juan and I are there, and we're on our way. Like, we stopped by because they live close by. They live right outside of Montclair. And I'm telling them, I'm like, yeah, we're about to go to out to eat.
About to go to
cute. I was like, okay, I can't say it. No, he would fucking have a conniption over that shit. Like, why would you Cuban Pete's? Why the fuck would you go? That fucking asshole. Stop giving him business. Well, I mean, he wouldn't like go off like that, but it was very like,
the mood would change.
All up and down that strip, he's done that. All up and down that strip, you can go anywhere you like.
So many other restaurants, so many other options.
Yeah.
So this guy apparently is like facing.
Yeah, he hates
whatever.
him.
I mean, he's just does not give a fuck. He's just about his business, and I mean, I get it. I respect it in a sense, but you gotta follow rules, man. You trying to get nobody sick out here?
Yeah, next break I'm gonna text my mom.
You can look it up. Yeah, I saw that shit on Facebook.
No, I'm just gonna text her, be like, hey, I heard Dominic's going to jail.
Yeah. He's quoted. He's like, it's a free country. I'll do whatever I want.
Yeah.
Like, people are really taking that to heart. Like, bro, you got rules. Like, that's it. You breaking these rules, you are in jeopardy of getting arrested.
But I wonder if that'll kind of like depreciate it. And the rent will go down.
Let's not even. Okay. Come on, you asking for too much. I see what you're trying to do.
Or maybe I can just like take half and then I could like eventually get the other half later. But like that middle area, how dope would that fucking be for like performances? I'm just saying.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about right now. Yeah, hell yeah. But you don't think mad other people are on that spot right now waiting for this motherfucker to fuck up?
For years, people. That's what he told me. My mom's man, like because he said he was like, first off, this is way too much money because he helped him get the deal and everything. Right. He's like, this is way too much money. And second, do you know how many other people have their eyes on this? Because it's just that, and I've never seen him use the upstairs, but he can use the upstairs that he has. I forgot. I think it's like something wrong with it. But he has a whole upstairs for it too, where it's like roof dining. If you think about it,
you can fix that up real quick. Turn that into a whole other thing. Entertainment area, lounge.
I'd be better off.
Second bar.
I'd be better off. Oh my god.
You gotta think about it like that. I mean, little shit, but of course, someone that's
so excited
someone that does the restaurant business would know these things right off the bat. Like you can just envision it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like I'm like kind of going back, I guess, to my week. I don't know if I told you. So a friend of ours, like has owned and also still owns like a couple of restaurants like throughout New York and shit. I don't know if he has one in Jersey yet, but he's trying to get with Juan's cousin. So it's just the four of us. We're chilling, and Juan just brings up like, "Oh, do you want to buy a restaurant? Do you want to buy a bar?" And mentions like the bar that I work at. That hopefully my owner, because he's so over his head with this, and I'm just like, well, yeah. The key to Kendra's heart is buying me a bar. I'm just saying.
Are y'all using her to get this? Yeah. Get this bar purchased. You wild. You wild. Yeah. Wild.
Yeah.
I mean,
fuck it. If I gotta.
Fuck it. If you trying to buy.
There's already narratives out there that I'm a horrible person. I don't give a fuck about pimping out somebody for a bar. I will do it.
The narratives that you're a horrible person.
Yeah. I'm stealing ideas. Why can't I just pimp somebody else?
Oh, we're idea stealers.
That's the next stage is pimping. From stealing to pimping.
We're heartless.
Damn, that would actually be a good idea too for a title.
You're evil.
From stealing to pimping.
I'm evil.
From stealing to pimping. You're not listening.
All right, stealing pimping.
Or I'm speaking. Table it. Put a pin on it. Whatever. So
narratives.
Narratives.
These
but
narratives.
I just so close to it. So back to come full circle, I'm so close to that. Well, not that close. I still gotta get investors and shit and money, but that's what kind of put it in perspective for me. And I thought about like when I first found out how it breaks down the electoral and popular. It's very like, who gives a fuck who you vote for in November for president? It really just matters about your mayors, your governors, your like the Senate, like things like that.
Yeah, so. Your fucking town comptroller. Like what? Like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Your alderman.
Yeah.
Like you got to start with the local stuff first. These are people that are really giving a fuck. You're not gonna expect Trump to come down to your town to fucking this town and fucking talk to us about our issues and shit.
No.
But you should expect it from your mayor. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? The state governor. Mm-hmm. Like this is the stuff that we really got to focus on, and we got to do our research. And I mean, I assume that there are. This is probably a dumb assumption. There has to be. I assume there are like general debates where we can debate the mayors and we can ask and stuff. It's just not on TV. But I'm sure there's got to be something like that where we can know more information about the candidates.
Possibly like no.
Is it that shit that's on public access?
The council, like your council meetings. I used to go to them because when
town halls.
Town halls, yeah. I used to go to them in New Brunswick when I was like writing. When I was like part of my journalism classes, was one class I took was like writing for a news outlet. Mm. So I'm writing for like New York Times kind of thing. Like that's like the scenario, but that would be like me submitting in that format. Yeah. And I would have to go to like town hall meetings and everything.
The idea of town hall meetings in my end has been ruined by that show Parks and Rec.
I have not watched it yet.
You haven't watched that show?
No, I've been like yelled at for not having watched it. But there's there's too many shows.
No, it's great because it's just like another Office in a sense.
I know. I'm thinking. So what I usually do, like I told you, like I'll take a break. We're jumping all over the place. I'll take a break from watching like an intense show. Mm-hmm. So I was watching Lucifer. That's not really like that intense, but you have to kind of pay attention to it. It's not. It's like funny kind of thing. Then I jumped into 90 Day Fiancé because it's a guilty pleasure and it's funny. It's fucking hilarious. So then next is Boys.
The Boys, yeah.
Yeah,
Woo.
but 90 Day Fiancé is just so, like, it's just...
Easy.
Yeah.
Digestible.
Like, I'll just like an easy show that if I fall asleep and I miss an episode, I really don't give a fuck.
Because it's the same storyline.
Yeah, like, it's the same thing. Like, it's going to show me memories, like, flashbacks. That's what I mean, not memories. It's going to show me what happened before. Like, I don't give a fuck. But The Boys, I have to pay attention. So
The Boys, you have to pay attention. I've also had to pay attention because one of the main characters is British, has an accent. So I'm learning, like, little phrases and words. Mm-hmm. Like, you know, he says, instead of saying A or hey, he says, oi. Like, one point he just calls somebody, he's like, oi, cunt. And then he said some other shit I had to look up. Mm-hmm. Apparently, when English people, British, whatever, when they say something's easy, like we say, like, ain't no thing but a chicken wing, or like, you know, easy peasy. So and the one thing, he's explaining something that he has to do with somebody, and he's basically saying it's easy. Mm-hmm. But the term he uses, like, we get in there, we do this, easy peasy, Bob's your uncle.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we talked about that.
Yeah,
Bob's your uncle. And I had to look that up. I'm like, oh, that's just old-ass expression.
It's really old.
Bob's your uncle. It means that something's really easy.
I've watched a lot of, like, UK.
Bob's your uncle.
I've watched a lot of UK films, or just, like, those timey type, like, Peaky Blinders type shit.
Yeah.
So I've already gotten accustomed.
That's something
to,
that you've seen. Yeah, I was just catching. I'm like, Bob's your uncle. That's some wild shit.
Yeah.
But they probably look at us like we got some weird-ass expressions ourselves.
Oh, yeah. I mean... Easy. Well, no, not okay. What's
easy peasy is kind
of. That's general. I'm trying to think what sayings we have that are just like. They probably think. I know when talking about sayings from North Jersey to South Jersey. When I went to school, I said, no. They asked me for some. They asked like, oh, how you doing? I'm like, I'm Gucci, or like I said some shit like that.
Yeah.
And they're like, and they laughed and like, what the fuck does that mean? I'm like, I'm good. I'm Gucci. Like I don't.
Yeah, see, like
this was not recently. This was a long time ago.
Let me look at the camera. This is not recently.
Not recently.
I'm Gucci.
This is a long time ago. This is like 18-year-old Sade.
Gucci. Yeah, I mean, shit. They call a cigarette a fag.
God, that was 10 years ago.
I mean, they call cigarettes fags.
I'm getting old. That was 10 years ago.
Yeah, you old nigga. I'm old too.
Jesus Christ! I just realized. I'm like,
We're
oh my God.
Old.
This time 10 years ago, I was entering. Actually, no, I was senior. I was a senior in high school. Never mind.
All right, relax. Chill the fuck out. Just that, matter of fact. Don't be a fucking asshole.
Yeah, I'm funny. Whatever.
Oh, no, you're hilarious.
Whatever. Anyway, so, did you see that? No, I think it was a joke. I think it was a joke that Trump, they're planning on doing a debate.
Oh, right. So Trump actually, today that was updated, Trump has decided not to do a debate because he doesn't want to do it virtually. Biden was quoted saying that because Trump had caught COVID earlier this week, he didn't feel comfortable being in the same room with him having a debate. Trump said, all right, that's bullshit, you know, because it's no point having a conversation like that online. Like, don't waste my time with it. So as of right now, he's decided not to have any more debates, which would be next week.
Yeah, it would be next week.
Yeah, so, but
I think that's fucking stupid. I'm sorry.
Because you're thinking, 14 days is the whole COVID quarantine.
But he just caught it last week.
He just caught it last week, and apparently in 2 days he was fine.
Yeah. What? Yeah. Let me see.
Which we can. Oh, we can't play that damn audio.
No. Well, no. Well, we can play it. I'll add it. So then this is where actually we're at 29. So we're gonna take a break. People have no idea what that means. The 29 thing. Anyway, so we're gonna take a break real quick. And then we're gonna watch this video for our react. I'll play it in the audio so you guys will also hear it too.
I can't wait.
And then we'll chime back in for our show. You know we're on camera, right? What? You're getting over on camera.
And we're back.
All right, man. It's React time, one of our new favorite segments. And this week, we got our reaction off of Trump's first statement as he is let out of the hospital after letting the country and the world know that he has tested positive for COVID-19. Also, very weird that this whole time we have not been informed as to how Melania Trump is doing. Because it was said that he and his wife contracted COVID and they were, tested positive. But no one's bothered to ask how she's doing, if she's okay.
I mean, like, Susan Page did kind of mention it throughout not throughout the debate, in, like, the beginning of the debate or at some point. Yeah. When she was questioning Pence about the COVID. Yeah. But
it was just seemed very awkward because, like, a lot of people in his cabinet also have tested positive in Trump's cabinet. Secret Service. A lot of people that roll with Trump. And it's just like, okay. but now you're putting everyone else in danger. You're asking to come out of the hospital. You're going past the whole 14-day self-quarantine thing that you imposed on everyone.
Pill. Yeah.
And you were saying how I needed to come back. Let's just play the video because he talks more about it in there.
Alrighty.
So again, this is Trump.
It's your favorite president, and I'm standing in front of the Oval Office at the White House, which is always an exciting place to be. I got back a day ago from Walter Reed Medical Center. I spent 4 days there and didn't have to. I could have stayed at the White House, but the doctor said, because you're president, let's do it. I said, fine. You tell me what to do, and I'm going to listen. These are great professionals. They've done a fantastic job. And by the way, not only at Walter Reed, all over the country, we have the greatest doctors in the world. We have the greatest nurses, the greatest first responders, law enforcement, by the way. Incredible. Firefighters, everybody. They're just great. We have great people. This is a great country. But I spent 4 days there, and I went in, I wasn't feeling so hot. And within a very short period of time, they gave me Regeneron. It's called Regeneron. And other things too, but I think this was the key. But they gave me Regeneron, and it was like unbelievable. I felt good immediately. I felt as good 3 days ago as I do now. So I just want to say we have Regeneron. We have a very similar drug from Eli Lilly, and they're coming out, and we're trying to get them on an emergency basis. We've authorized it. I've authorized it. And if you're in the hospital and you're feeling really bad,
can't tell if that's
I think we're going to work it so that you get them, and you're going to get them free. And especially if you're a senior, we're going to get you in there quick. We have hundreds of thousands of doses that are just about ready. I have emergency use authorization all set, and we got to get it signed now. And you're going to get better. You're going to get better really fast. This is things that nobody even thought of a few months ago. The job that the scientists, the labs, everybody have done is incredible. Then in addition to that, you have various other
there was an editing point. He stopped to take a break.
But these, I view these, I know they call them therapeutic, but to me it wasn't therapeutic. It just made me better. Okay, I call that a cure. So I want to get these things done. So we have to get them done. We have to get them approved. And I want to get them to the hospitals where people are feeling badly. That's much more important to me than the vaccine. But on the vaccines, we have many companies that are in final stages for the vaccines. Johnson & Johnson, Moderna, Pfizer, all great companies, but many of them.
Have to watch this
and we're going to have a great vaccine very, very shortly. I think we should have it before the election, but frankly, the politics gets involved.
It was parts that was taken down. But
they want to play their games. It's going to be right after the election. But we did it, nobody else. Nobody else would have been able to do it. The FDA has acted as quickly as they've ever acted in history. There's never been a time, and no president's ever pushed them like I pushed them either, to be honest with you. But the FDA is approving things in a matter of weeks that used to take a matter of years. So we have these drugs, Eli Lilly and the others that are so good, but they are, in my opinion, remember this, they're going to say that they're
so good.
I guess they are therapeutic.
Just the
Some
way
people don't know how to define therapeutic. I view it different. It's a cure. For me, I walked in, I didn't feel good. A short 24 hours later, I was feeling great. I went to get out of the hospital. And that's what I want for everybody. I want everybody to be given the same treatment as your president, because I feel great. I feel like perfect. So I think this was a blessing from God that I caught it. This was a blessing in disguise. I caught it. I heard about this drug. I said, let me take it. It was my suggestion. I said, let me take it. And it was incredible the way it worked. Incredible. And I think if I didn't catch it, we'd be looking at that like a number of other drugs. But it really did a fantastic job. I want to get for you what I got, and I'm going to make it free. You're not going to pay for it.
I feel
it wasn't your fault that this happened. It was China's fault.
He's just spreading them out, just spreading the asshole out. And just, this is how we do it.
China's going to pay a big price what they've done to the world. This was China's fault. And just remember that. So we're going to get you the drug. It's going to be free. We're going to get it into the hospital as soon as we can.
This is all China's fault.
You'll see some amazing things happen because we have our military is doing the distribution.
This nigga's going
it's called logistics, and they deliver hundreds of thousands of troops in a matter of days. This is easy stuff for them.
Like
our generals all ready. We're waiting for the emergency
more
use
makeup
authorization.
Than usual. And that's not just
orange.
a fake tan. That's not a regular fake tan.
Made a lot of it.
That's makeup.
So hopefully this is going to be
like
not just
he probably was looking
mad
sick and they just did him up.
Because there's parts of
you're gonna get
him.
better. You're gonna get better fast, just like I did.
Like if you looked at
so
like
again,
his
a
hair
blessing
and shit
in disguise.
That aren't
Good luck.
orange, that don't match.
Man, can that motherfucker talk? And I don't mean that in a good way.
God.
Just.
You know, he probably like.
Let's react. Let's react.
No, he probably went like.
Yeah, after that. I think it took a deeper breath than Big Pun trying to start a verse. And just went in it.
And just
went in. He's like, I heard it was drugs, and I said, you know what, I'll take them. I made the suggestion myself.
Lord. So yeah, and then Pence mentioned that too. Operation Warp Speed. When he said that, fucking Harris's face, she just looks at him like, all right, nigga, please. Like it was very like, fuck out of here.
So Regeneron.
Yeah.
Which sounds like a fucking. It sounds like an antidote to like take away your superhero powers on a show.
It sounds
Regeneron.
like a transformer.
Yeah.
It sounds like a transformer.
It sounds like the shit that'll take away the X-Men's powers. Regeneron.
I got injected with Regeneron. I don't know if I can do it anymore.
My super speed, the Regeneron is in my system. I can no longer run as fast as I used to. My super strength is gone. The Regeneron. Oh.
No, but that's what it's just. I can't.
This is where we're at. This nigga just talks like.
I don't like this episode of 2020. Turn it off.
This
bro.
is
cancel the whole fucking season.
This last leg of the season is shitty right now. This guy is. This is all a play. Like it just felt like.
Yeah.
It felt like this was the plan all along.
Yeah.
Like it was only a matter of time before he, quote unquote, tested positive. Did the whole thing and then said, "Hey, people, guess what? I tried this brand new drug. Your president's feeling A-okay. You saw I had to go in 3 days ago. And now look at me. Good as ever. We got the best doctors, best military. God knows what reason he said that for. And this is China's fault."
See, I just don't. I wonder if he goes around like I feel like he just goes around and like, by the way, this is the size of my penis. Like I just like, is he just like spouting different inches every day?
All the time.
Like, oh, by the way.
Not to mention he repeats himself multiple times and just says it in different ways, which I guess a lot of people are guilty of that. But the way he does it and just the way he says it, never have I heard someone spew so much bullshit and just be thoroughly entertained every time.
Yeah, but be so confident about the bullshit.
Oh, man. I mean, that's
because we face some bullshit.
We've seen some bullshit, but there are people that are pathological liars that just will say so much shit and then at the end of the day just believe that this shit is true.
Do you have any wine left? I think
I do not.
Oh,
I
got you. I'll go
that was a big ass glass anyway.
Huh?
That was a big glass. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm gonna do less than.
Okay.
This was the first one. You said
you
weren't feeling it well, so I got you a big glass.
And look at me now. You're right.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was China's fault. It was the funniest, yo. This nigga is just hilarious, man. And he's just funny. He's just funny. That's all I can say. Terrible president, but funny motherfucker.
A mess.
Yeah,
anyway.
A mess. And that was so. My final reaction was, this shit was funny. I don't believe it. Unless the CDC, Dr. Fauci, everybody tells us that it is a safe vaccine and we are okay to move on, then I would do it. Other than that, I'm not trusting Trump. I'm not trusting Pence. I'm not trusting anybody in that goddamn cabinet over there. I need to hear from certified medical professionals that it's okay for me and the people around me, my friends, my family, my kids, to be taking this.
Turn the AC off.
And I got to turn the AC off.
Sorry, guys. I just realized, the sound quality. Okay, it's about to get better. And damn, it's better.
And it's during the whole React things too, so we'll see if that works.
Sorry,
It was China's fault.
No, the React is like strictly from the laptop.
Okay, well, it was China's fault.
Oh my God.
Anytime something happens, now I'm just gonna blame it on China. So half the shit in here is made in China anyway. Anything breaks on you, it's China's fault.
Actually, you are not wrong, sir.
You think about it. Look at all
besides
the shit.
The Ace cups.
Look at all the shit.
Actually, they probably were.
Shout out to Ace. We gotta look at the fine print.
His grinder definitely is. Oh my God, Ace! I got your grinder. I will bring it. I'm about to leave that shit in the car.
I'm just magically checking to see if everything else is made in China. Oh no, this is a Product USA. Never mind.
Let's see if my piggy bank. Oh no, this doesn't say. Whatever.
My piña? I like it. Oh, okay, sorry.
No.
I know. Sorry, I know.
What the fuck?
My finger.
No, I remember one time I ordered a soccer ball from a Brazilian soccer ball, but it was made in Pakistan. And when I got it, opened the package, it smelled like fucking curry. Ridiculous, horrible smell. Just reeked of curry. Like the fact, like someone was just eating curry chicken over it and it just all dropped on the ball and they washed it up and packaged it. I could not get the smell. I would keep it in my room, try to leave it in my soccer bag. Whenever I open my soccer bag and go to practice, my whole damn bag reeked of curry. My teammates would not sit next to me, and anything that was in there, my jersey, my socks, everything would smell like motherfucking curry.
I would have thrown it out.
I did, because I was like, there's no point in washing this, but I paid like $60 for the ball.
Or if you treat it like, no, I'm not gonna say.
I should have taken it out in the mud and just got it, whatever.
That's
but,
what I was.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that, but then I thought about like tomato juice, but I didn't think that would be. I didn't know if that would be
like
offensive
skunk?
or not. Yes.
Oh yeah, tomato juice for skunks. That's right.
Thankfully,
I've never had that position, like where that's
no,
thing.
no.
I've always heard that myth though.
No, my friend said it kind of worked. Like his dog got sprayed, and it kind of worked, but he had to do it like multiple times.
I would imagine so. Yeah, just get a.
His dog was
what
like
kind
a
of
hint
brand?
of red. I don't know.
Oh, it's nasty.
But it worked for the most part. But then it was so bad because he was so close to the skunk, because he would get skunks in the backyard. Sorry, I got tongue tied. And yeah, it was like direct hit.
Well, skunks are the worst, but and then as you get older, you realize that skunk and sour is the same smell.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
At Miller's, I'm talking to a table, and it's 3 white kids. Like they had to be like 11 or 12 or some shit, and their fathers, like one kid, one guy and his son came in, and then the other guy came in with his 2 sons. So they're watching the game, the Patriots game, just with their kids, having like boy time, because they're all boys and shit. And one point I'm talking to him, and like I just felt like a gust of like wind come to the mask, because I kind of like I moved around the mask a little bit, yeah. And I'm okay. No, I'm sorry. What did you want again? And then he starts laughing. He was like, yeah. And then the kid goes, yeah, I think there's a skunk around here. Mine's just Miller's. You know how many times people have to like, hey, like, is there anywhere I can smoke around here? I'm like, yeah. If you go see the employee parking, there's a bush. Go right in there. Do you want to come out? No, I don't smoke, sir.
The employee bush.
But it's the perfect. Yeah, there's right by some of the employee parking spots. There's like this bush that you can go right there, or you just go in between the cars.
Every job always got a bush.
Yeah, half the time I tell them like, hey, like I got an SUV. You can and it's right against the wall, so you got that whole corner, right in the bush in the wall in my car. Safe.
Shout out to you. That's what's up.
Yeah, I be looking out. I get my tips like that.
But also more reason for people to just like bring the vape. If you're going to go out to eat like that, that's perfect situation for a vape.
Oh, no. We get ratchets that bring whole blunts. I had one guy just try rolling up. But thankfully, he didn't open the bag of bud, but like he took out blunt wraps and everything. I'm like, sir, do you know where you're at?
Yeah, you got to have a certain level of classiness.
Yeah. No, but that one family, the kid was like, there's a skunk around. And I start laughing. I'm like, yeah, that's crazy. Like, what? I can't believe like there's a skunk here. And the guy leans in, old white man, leans in. He was like, yeah, skunk weed. And I just started
cracking up. Yeah, you can't help it.
He's like, it's okay if you want to go, because they were by a corner. He's like, if you want to go in the corner and take off your mask and laugh, it's okay. Because I'm like inhaling the mask as I'm laughing. I was like, oh shit. I was like, yeah, thank you. I'm like, fuck this.
Oh my god, it's the worst.
My god, it was so.
Because you'll be in areas and you won't know. Like after a while, you can kind of tell. Like, all right, the skunk smells a little more nastier.
You know the difference.
You can tell. But at first sniff or whiff,
you have to. It takes. You're like.
You got to really differentiate. Yeah, like I feel like a kid who has never smoked before wouldn't be able to tell.
No. But his dad knew.
Oh no, his dad knew right away.
Middle-aged white man knew.
You just don't forget that smell.
No, you don't. No.
You don't forget it. And you can tell if it's good or not.
No, because I'm laughing. After I laughed, I'm like, no, like I think that really is a skunk. And he looked at me. I was like, all right, it's just skunk weed. It's fine.
Yeah. Anytime that I'm with my friends and stuff and we're somewhere public, like we turn into fucking meerkats. We pop up.
Oh yeah.
We start sniffing around and
I still do that, and I don't smoke.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. At the protest, remember?
Oh yeah, you saw that. Wait, who was standing in front of who? I just remember doing that, and somebody laughed at me because I was like.
I think you were probably on the side of us. I think we noticed.
Oh no, I was on the side, and the person who had the blunt
Was like right in front of us.
Was right in front of us, and it was somebody that I knew.
And he was like walking like this, hiding it behind like this.
Yeah, and
going by cops.
Joy got like, I guess, offended because this, as much as this kid is cool as shit, and he is, and I love him for this, but he came up with La Sucia, the nickname. And that's what led to the drink. I didn't even get to tell him that. But as cool as he is such an asshole. So he did some like fucked up shit. But Joy's man being the bitch that he is didn't really like address it. I think he like kind of sideswiped Joy, and he was like, "Yo, it's fucked up." I'm like, oh, "Okay, like you gonna say something?" I was like, "Gonna say something." Well, that's your man, right? I'm like, "No, I just went to high school with him. I just know him. Like I see him at Miller's. Like didn't do anything."
The awkward moment right there.
Yeah, he's just like, "No, I mean it's cool, whatever." And then Joy's like, "Well, he could just offer me the blunt," and I was like, "All right." So I call him over. And then they got scared and didn't ask for the blunt. But he offered it to me. I was like, I don't smoke. He's like, oh, I thought one of these days. Like we haven't smoked since high school. But yeah, he...
So you still got that rep following you around.
Yeah. Because he turned around. I'm surprised you didn't hear it. He turned and he's like, La Sucia! I
didn't hear that part. I didn't hear that part.
He screamed. No, he doesn't not La. He just calls me Sucia.
That's funny as fuck.
That shit, it's embarrassing.
That's a hell of a nickname to yell out.
It was embarrassing in the beginning. When I first met him, because he's like, Sade Sanchez. Like, Dirty Sanchez? I was like, am I the first Sanchez that you met? Nigga, you Dominican. The fuck you talking about? Like, you don't know. Oh, wait, is he? Oh, no, he's Puerto Rican. Oh, good thing.
Got messed up. I had a job orientation like maybe 10 years ago, and there was this woman who was super weird. Her name was Gina. Mm-hmm. And for some reason or another, all the females were making fun of her by the end of the day. I guess she just didn't click with them. And I felt bad because like they were making up nicknames for her, and my dumb ass joined in.
Yeah,
jumped in and I called her Gina La Cochina. It's simple, but it worked.
That's funny.
She wasn't nasty at all. She was just like quiet, and I was like, Gina La Cochina.
That's cute. Well, like, what about like? I told you about Strahan, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I also think that's kind of fucked up. I don't know why. I think it's fucked up because I actually like Strahan. I don't like the person that was named after. But Gina could have been really cool.
Gina
and had hygiene, like had great hygiene. And that's just so mean. Let me stop. I'm off for nicknames. It's fine.
Yeah, you're off the nickname.
I'm off for nicknames. It's fine.
All right. Well, went off the rails again as we expected, but that's fine. Let's get into some other shit. So real quick, let's just fire off some shit. So tell me more about this whole Kendrick leaving TDE thing or not leaving TDE. What exactly happened there?
Oh, I didn't know we were going to cover it. I took it off the notes.
Okay, fine. Let's skip that then. Well,
no,
look,
it was like
real quick.
It
was a rumored Kendrick was going to leave. People thought he was going to leave.
It was weird. It was like a platform had announced it and said he was leaving to do his own imprint of the PG Lang shit with Dave Free. Which they announced that like in March, and then all of a sudden, and then like Punch said something about like rumors, blah blah blah, like it's always like ahead of the truth and some shit like that, and then a day later, the Top Dog didn't say shit, and then a day later, Kendrick posted a video of like talking with the Blues Clues dog, joking around, like pretty much like how the fuck you gonna let this like slander go free all fucking year.
And we've seen this happen before with SZA and Punch and stuff like that, where like the label will act like they're beefing with the artist, and looks like there's some dissension between the crew.
I just think it's weird the fact that I think maybe. I don't know if this is a technique because we've seen it with SZA and we talked about it with SZA. That's why I wanted to bring it up, but I didn't think we were going to talk about it, so I deleted it. We've seen it with SZA. Is this a technique with Kendrick?
I think so. I think just trying to start controversy. Because
I seen the platform and I had it written. I don't remember what it was called, but I never heard of that platform. And it was like they reported blah blah blah. Like they did like an IG live. No idea who the fuck that the platform or the person was, but I was just confused. Like, who the fuck is this to like announce
that type of news?
Yeah.
In a sense, it's kind of like a bullshit way to put Kendrick's name out there without having any negative spin towards it.
Yeah, but it was just weird because Kendrick's name is always out there. But I get maybe to get people.
This turns into a headline.
True.
Yeah. True. But Kendrick could easily. He's one of those artists where he could easily just type saying, "I'm back soon." And that'll cause waves.
Oh yeah. Do you think he could do a surprise drop?
Absolutely could.
Right?
Why not? So. I mean, that's technically well, Damn wasn't that. He kind of gave a couple days.
No.
But it's to the point where he doesn't have to give much motherfucking like thought into it. He could just type and say, midnight, new album, and then that's it. And then it'll fucking go across Twitter like wildfire.
A part of me thought about in what relation to like Kanye, how many times he changed the project because of current times and like this just happened. Nah, I want to talk about this instead of this. That's how I kind of see maybe the Kendrick thing.
That's kind of see it. Someone made a good.
Because he's already past his like
prime?
Due time. I guess.
Oh, due time. Oh yeah, it's way overdue.
Yeah.
I forgot who made the analogy. I think it could have been the Lupe and Royce show. Which, by the way, shout out to Lupe and Royce on the podcast. I checked out all 4 episodes today. I think it was them that made the distinction.
We'll talk about it when I watch it.
Yeah, I think they made the distinction of Kendrick is now who Kanye was 10 years ago, in the sense of he is the one artist who we are just waiting to release something.
You were right.
We pay attention because Kanye was that dude who's like, yo,
I remember that.
Like, I can't wait for late registration. What is this guy gonna do? I can't wait for graduation. Can't wait for Watch the Throne. Mm-hmm. That is how we felt about Kendrick when he mentioned when he announced To Pimp a Butterfly, when he announced Damn, the Untitled Unmastered. I think that was more of a surprise.
That was a surprise, I think.
Yeah, but that's how we treat it. Like, we're all waiting, just waiting patiently, impatiently for this guy, because that is our new Kanye. Because that's how we treated Kanye before. We couldn't wait for the new album.
Yeah.
So now that's how we are with Kendrick. So I think it's gotten to that level now. Like, Kanye's like, whatever. But Kendrick's that dude right now.
You mentioned Kanye, and I randomly thought of like the Lauryn Hill sample, and I literally just
that shit is dope.
I just that might shit in my head.
That might shit on every other song that might be the song of the year, the way it sounded.
Yeah, because I didn't get to add it. I realized post editing that I forgot to add it to the video. Yeah. Because I'll add whatever videos we're playing. And I was listening, I still have it, so I was like, man. So I was literally like, I hit play, and I was just like cleaning the house, and I kept having to go back to hit play again.
Right, that I could listen to that on loop, and I'd be cool with that. Yeah, yeah, it's one of those joints. So I'm hoping the verses in there somewhat.
I'll edit something, put it on my phone.
Yeah, that'd be dope. Yeah,
but yeah, go ahead.
I wouldn't mind hearing that. No, so that actually could be. You never know. Could be song of the year. I'd be down to hear it. But as far as like the albums,
but back to Kendrick. I'm sorry. I'm like, it looks like I'm feeling myself. Sorry, I couldn't find my vape. I was like, where is it?
You're taking a shower and shit.
As far as like, I wonder if it's a way, because this is following like the news. Like, oh, we've been seeing him. I forgot he got caught up in like L.A. where it looked like he was shooting a video. Yeah. So
sometimes it's just little stuff like that gets people talking. Mm-hmm. You know, you set up little things like hire a camera crew to look like you're taking a video, but act like you're just standing still, so people take shots, and you got paparazzi, and all of a sudden it's, hey, Kendrick's shooting a video. Mm-hmm. Kendrick's coming out soon. Yeah. More Kendrick talk, and he doesn't have to say anything. He can just show up. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's a way of marketing. I think that's a way of like, sparking some talk.
I think it's been only like a couple weeks. Sorry, I'm like getting restless.
So I think as more time goes by, we're going to start seeing more and more in Kendrick's, like, now. Because we haven't heard Kendrick's voice in a minute since, like, the Kobe tribute that he did earlier this year. Yeah. That's it. That's the last time we really heard Kendrick this year. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, this could be just the rollout. Mm-hmm. The beginnings of the rollout. Just really different. ICTD doing it different from everybody else. And this could be just one of the ways.
I don't know if I really like this rollout.
It seems Kendrick. Like a wrestling approach, like the way they did it with SZA.
Yeah, like the SZA thing, I just didn't like. Like the first time around, it's like, okay, like, it's an artist, like they're temperamental, it's whatever. But the second time around, it's like, all right, we're doing this again.
And then also,
it's like actually like 3-4 different times.
Agreed. Yeah. And this time it hasn't even gone anywhere afterwards. Like, she put out the video with Ty Dolla $ign, which was dope. The hit different. Yeah. What else is up? Yeah. There's no mention of an album. At least I don't know. Was there a mention of an album after that single?
No, there was no. Before, she was talking about like, hey, does anybody have ideas? Like, I have like 20 songs.
She's asking Twitter for ideas?
Yeah. She has like, I have 20 unreleased songs that were supposed to be in Control. Blah, blah, blah. Like, what should I do? And people brought up like, oh, do something like Nas, The Lost Tapes. Do something like that.
Well, see, look, that in its sense right there, that also could just be a marketing ploy. She knows she has the material out. She just wants to get people talking. Hey, guys, I have 20 songs. What should I do? It's like a girl when she fucking already knows what outfit she's going to fucking wear tonight. She wants to go on goddamn Instagram and do a poll with people. Should I wear the red one or should I wear the white one? Even though she already knows what the fuck she's going to fucking wear. Oh, you guys, I was going to pick the white one anyway. That... Analogy time? Yeah. Like, don't tease us with the fucking choice and then give us a choice. Don't tell me you're going to give me a choice and then you fucking pick the choice anyway.
Oh, my God.
That's that bullshit.
I was going to pick the white one. The red one doesn't look good on my thighs.
No,
women on Instagram do this shit.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Can I just say also, I'm...
Go ahead. That wine hitting, right?
No, I haven't had any in a while.
Yeah.
This is sensuous hitting.
I know. I have to get more wine.
We'll get some more.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I've talked to you about this before, but it's like the way that posing in pictures has turned into like there's just very, very similar poses that all these girls do. And the way that it's been worked out and hatched out. And I don't know if women have had meetings about this, about how to do this correctly. It's just a certain style and formula that girls all follow.
It's a way that, like, especially if, like, for the fit girls, that you flex, you're flexing one leg, then you're also flexing your ass, your thigh, like the other leg where the foot is kind of turned.
Right.
Because I've done this pose before.
Right, because skinny girls do it and it makes the ass pop.
Yeah, but you're also, like, flexing your calf, too. Because you're, like, one foot is, like, turned awkwardly and pinpoint, like, tippy toe, that's what I meant to say. So, yeah, and then you're just, like, yeah.
Oh, yeah, because I'm scrolling through Instagram, going through the Reels thing, and the Reels has a lot of life hacks, which I will say, which is pretty cool. And I've seen why TikTok was so, like, popular. And I turned into this one Asian chick who, like, is always throwing down, like, dope-ass camera advice. Yeah. Like, she says, if you're tired of taking, like, crappy tourist pictures, like you're in front of a building, turn the phone upside down, change your camera to widescreen, take the picture, and it looks like fucking 10 times better. I'm like, holy shit.
I know, yeah.
Yeah. And then she's talking another one, how to take better poses in pictures. You have to make a triangle with your arm. I'm like, oh, this bitch is doing a triangle. She marked it out and everything in the edits, standing triangle. I'm like, oh, that's what these bitches is doing. They figured out the fucking game.
Yeah, there's like I've noticed.
And then I'm scrolling, and then I see this one for dudes. I'm like, all right, what's up? And
I seen it. Wait,
4 poses to look better in pictures.
Yeah.
So one's like the kneel down like this, put one arm longer than the other.
Yeah.
The squat.
Sometimes I kind of do that too.
Catch you in walking motion.
Yeah, that one. And
like,
then it goes into as he's doing it, it like shows a picture.
It shows a picture.
It's the same thing.
And then I was like,
I seen that one.
The funny part about that is, I'm like, this is fucking corny. Who's gonna take a picture walking? And then I went to Yosa's and Nina was taking pictures of us. She got a good one of me walking. I'm like, oh. Word, nigga, I see you now. I see you.
Now people think that you're
Now people think I'm just posing. But she called me good. I was like this. Mid-stride, looking real like model shit. Mid-walk. I'm like, that shit. Nina knows what the fuck she's doing, yo. Nina, and she be downplaying herself. I tell her, nah, like, yeah, she's going to get there. She's going to get there. I keep reminding her, yo, what you got is a starter camera, but you are making that shit look super professional.
Yeah,
so focus on that.
She's good. Yeah.
She's good. No, she's great, man. It's only a matter of time before she starts doing video. Then, out of here.
Yeah. No, like, she said something about, like, me when I was taking the picture. I'm like, yeah, this is a hobby. Like, I just love taking pictures, but a hobby. I'm not trying to. No, I was like, you can go further, way further than I could ever.
It's about putting the time in.
Mm-hmm.
And she obviously has like a passion. You have
to put the time in, yeah.
Yeah, like I told her, like, look, there's tons of shit on YouTube that you can learn. Like, just when I showed her with her phone, like, look, you can change this to 4K, 24 frames, and it gives you the cinematic look. Once I showed her that, like, her fucking mind blew, and she just started going in even deeper with her camera. Yeah. And then just doing little, like, vintage filters and effects and working with lighting. I'm like, yeah, this is everything you need. This is the basics. And once you learn that, like ISO, white balance. Yeah. You know, for anybody that doesn't know, these are camera terms. Yeah. But as soon as you learn that, shutter speed, the differences in shutter speed, like she taught me about that and how it makes a difference in the lighting in a picture.
No, it does, because it captures it determines how long the shutter's gonna stay open to capture the light. Right. So that's how I remember I learned that when I first got this camera that I have, and I got this camera, I think I was like high school. And I remember like I turned off the lights and I like had this glow thing, so I kept like playing with it. So I'd be like click.
Oh, the exposure, like, the long exposure.
Yeah, because that's with the shutter. Like it'll catch it if it's like all dark.
And I learned from that Asian chick, you can do that on your fucking phone.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, see, I learned that from her.
That is pretty cool.
You take you take the live photo, right, and then you swipe up, and it gives you options.
Oh, that I've seen. So, I've seen that. Yeah.
So you do long exposure, and then you switch it up. So if you're taking a picture behind, like, you say you got like a highway behind you, a bunch of lights, car lights passing by, or someone going around you with the light bulb or whatever, and you do a long exposure.
I've only known how to do that with what was I gonna say, with the camera, with the shutter and the aperture and all that shit. But I did not know.
You can do it with the fucking phone, man.
That's crazy.
And that's why these goddamn Instagram reels are so fucking dope, because it's like 7 seconds of just teaching you little fucking great advice.
That's pretty cool.
Like, I've made so many damn high sandwiches, like just being high as fuck. Made sandwiches with so many shits just off of that.
Like what?
Oh, my God. What? All right. Well, first of all, buttermilk waffles instead of bread. Buttermilk waffles, like the Eggo joints. Using that instead of bread for a sandwich, like to start off with.
Oh, okay. That's I was just like, well, you don't make waffles with bread. Okay, no, you're talking about the sandwiches.
For your sandwich, and then just add the other shit in there.
I think I've seen that one, yeah.
Yeah, oh man, I learned the whole
what's it? Yeah.
Sorry. The whole egg thing, when you put the bread in with the egg and then let it soften up, and then you flip it over and you got a grilled cheese egg sandwich.
Yeah. So whenever like I'm in a rut and I don't know what to make, like cook, but I want to try something new, anything like food related, I have like a file, like bookmark for.
Yeah, like little food hacks.
Yeah. So I seen that one. I seen the same one, but with like the Hawaiian rolls, like the packs that you have to pull apart.
Oh yes, those are banging.
That Love those. Shit. It literally you have to. Yeah, you cook the eggs. Like not even you cook the eggs. You just put the bread down, pour the eggs on top, put like the cheese and whatever meat you're gonna put. Then put the other half of the bread, because you have to cut it apart in half, and you bake it like that. Oh no, you leave it together, like all laid out, all the bread and everything is topped together, and then you
flip it over, and you got a perfect sandwich,
and that's it.
It always looks great on there,
and it looks like little mini breakfast sliders.
It's the best thing. And at fucking midnight,
I don't know if I ever have to make that.
When I'm high off my ass, it fucking comes in handy.
Have you tried that sandwich thing? I never got to try it.
Yeah, I did that. It failed horribly. I took a picture of it. It looked really bad.
Wait. So what? How did you not cook it all the way?
I guess the egg didn't cook as fast. I didn't have it on the right setting, because that's what they don't tell you. They tell you what to do, but they never tell you what setting to put it on.
You probably just have to cook. You have to let it cook all the way through.
I think I had it on medium. It should have been on high, and I think I just I did it too quick. So when I flipped it over, like the yolk spread out everywhere.
I feel like you had like the bread there. You dropped the yolk, waited 2 seconds.
I might have, yeah.
Oh Lord.
I fucked it up severely. Because they don't tell you those things.
But don't do high, because that's going to burn the bread. Stick to medium and just wait longer.
I'm trying. And then I'm trying to do the stuff like I had my little McPro sandwich with plátanos.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit is banging. Come on. Plátanos for the bread. You got your little meat, whatever shit.
Yeah.
I made cheesesteaks the other night, and I bought the Kraft Velveeta spread cheese, not the regular cheese.
I don't really get to cook for you. Try this. Try like when you make the plátano sandwich, do the queso frito with it too, with the cheese, like with the cheese.
The queso tropical?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got that.
Well, no. That's the Colombian one. No, like the fried cheese one.
The Dominican one.
Yeah, the Dominican one that
comes
in a rectangle, or like it's usually a rectangle.
Yes.
Or I think there's like a square one or whatever, the smaller ones. But yeah, cook the shit up, fry it, or I air fry mine too. And then you put it with the sandwich. It's almost like not a cachapa. What's the other one? Damn, what was the other one you guys have?
Patacon?
Patacon.
There you go, yeah.
It's almost like that, but with the fried cheese in it.
Yeah, see, and Banana King does that too, where they just give you one big patacon and they'll place shit on it.
Yeah.
Instead of a sandwich. It's like a half sandwich.
I'm not a fan of that one.
Not a fan of those?
Well, no, because there's a Colombian truck somewhere in the Heights that does it.
They do.
I like cachapa better because I like the sweet. I'm like whatever about
you like the sweet plantains more.
Yeah.
See, I can't stand sweet plantains. I hate that taste.
Shit.
I hate that taste.
I
like the crispy with salt.
I made mango, but with like almost ripe plátanos. It was like a little sweet.
I'm trying that.
Yeah,
so once it's ripe, it's like I lose all interest. I like it just like them double fried with salt, lime.
We're talking mad long on food. Do you know the cups? Like
hell yeah, them shit is good as fuck.
So I one time I did that for the show. So I did my like chicken ropa vieja, but I did it ropa vieja. Sorry, I said it wrong.
Old clothes.
But I did it, yeah. But it usually comes with beef. But I did it with chicken. Yeah. So much better. No, it's close enough. It's close enough. So I do it with chicken, and one day I was making tostones with it, and I'm like, my little smasher on the other side has the rellenos one. So I was like, yo, I'm idea. I was like, psh.
So I'm saying, you get those ideas when you're in the kitchen, you fucked up, and you're like, oh, man.
I put that on the menu. Unfortunately, that was the night that the last cook I had, well, the only real cook that I had for the show, tried to burn down the venue. So that didn't work, and I had a whole bunch of rellenos cups go to fucking waste.
Oh, but that shit is so good, though.
Oh, no, it's so good. Because, like, I had them all, like, mashed up into cups. But I did, one time I tried it with the sweet, where it's, like, a little bit ripe. Not, like, black. Not, like, maduro. But so
look at us going from Kendrick to food.
So banging.
We'll leave it at that. Let's keep fucking moving on. Well, how are we on time with this?
Oh, no, well, let's...
And we back. We just been talking about food. Went a little off the rails. Wanted to get into the quick stuff that we probably won't give a fuck about next week.
Yep,
but it's been reported that Tory Lanez has now been charged in the shooting of Megan Thee Stallion. This is not even sure who it's from, but looks like he's facing one felony count of assault with a semi-automatic firearm, personal use of a firearm, and carrying a loaded, unregistered firearm in a vehicle. He's due in court next week, and if he is convicted, he's looking at a maximum sentence of 22 years.
Don't mind me, I keep moving. I'm not comfortable at all.
Yeah, so looking at a maximum sentence, who knows what the minimum will be? Who knows if he'll get some type of probation or some shit? But looks like this is finally going to court. Looks like we'll finally see if this dude is innocent as he's been saying, if he's been blackballed by the industry and this is just some crazy ass ploy to get him out of here, or we'll find out if Meg was right.
Yeah.
We'll just see, man. That pretty much we're gonna have to keep you posted more on the story as it develops. I really got nothing else to say on this.
Me neither. I really have nothing. Like when he told me, like in pre-production, I was like, oh, that's
I was
crazy.
like, it was a matter of time.
Yeah. Like I didn't really think of anything. I didn't think the album was gonna save his ass from it.
He's been out here with Funk Flex, showing off. He's been caught in the clubs, just relaxing, living his life as if nothing happened.
No, but what I was asking you before, when we were outside, do you think Flex would double down on that?
I think so.
Right.
I think so.
After a while,
I think that a lot of people in the industry know what went on talking to Tory, or at least are believing Tory's side of the story, and they're just rolling with it and not saying anything, to give away what they know. I think a lot of the industry thinks that this is fake. I think a lot of the other half of the industry thinks that this really happened and Tory's an asshole.
You still have it.
Yes.
Yeah,
checking everywhere. I think that's what it is right now. I think it's just a he say, she say type of thing.
Yeah.
And until we get this actual stuff and hear these testimonies in court and stuff, we won't know what's going on.
No.
But, I'm sure they're going to pull up all the information, her surgery, find out where she was hit, blah, blah, blah. And then, the jury will make their decision. Yeah. So more on the stories it develops. All right. So moving on, staying with Megan, she recently did SNL. She was the performing artist on the show, and she had a crazy performance. There was a lot of text in the background basically calling out the attorney general that was in charge of the Breonna Taylor case. I'm sorry, what was his name? Daniel Cameron.
It was a quote from what was her name, that said that shit, that said he was a sellout.
Sellout Negro.
Yeah, but it was, damn, I just had the fucking name here. I don't know, keep talking.
Yeah. Now, she basically just had she was talking, she was performing a song, she was performing Savage, and pretty much politically charged performance.
Tamika Mallory. That was like her words, like that. She said, Daniel Cameron is no different than the sellout Negroes that sold our people into slavery. Right.
Now, Cameron responded, obviously. He was on Fox News. He was asked about the shout out. And while he did agree with Megan's sentiment that black women need to be loved and protected, he also found the performance to be a little bit offensive. So the quote is from Daniel: "The fact that someone would get on national television and make disparaging comments about me because I'm simply trying to do my job is disgusting. But it's not the first time we've seen this, and it certainly won't be the last time we see this. At the end of the day, my responsibility is to provide facts and truth and represent and stand up for justice. I think what you saw there in that display is someone who instead wants to fashion facts to a narrative. That narrative is simply not true in this particular case with Miss Taylor. Again, it is a tragedy what happened to her, but what you saw on the screen there and what your viewers saw is something that I've had to experience because I'm a black Republican, because I stand up for truth and justice as opposed to giving into a mob mentality. Those are the types of things that will be hurled at me in this job.
Which I think is like fucking pathetic.
Yeah. And I get it. When you're a black Republican, it's not, the easiest thing in the world to be. Because everybody's been conditioned to think that, minorities and people of color should just roll with the Democratic Party and not ask any questions.
Yeah, like the one black guy that Trump had next to him during like the election time, like when it got closer.
Ben Carson?
Was
I think.
him?
I don't remember.
I do not remember a name at all. But like you just seen him like just there in the background and shit. Or like he would take pictures with him. But it was during that time. I'm just like, all right, this is awkward.
Yeah. This is the stuff that's going on right now. So other than that, looks like that's pretty much it for there. I mean, this dude Daniel Cameron is still going to catch backlash no matter what. He's always going to be remembered for not sticking up for Breonna Taylor. I think at the end of the day.
Yeah, because he's been somebody that. Hold on. Sorry, it's fucking vape. That I've been kind of wanting to talk about recently. But I was just like, I can't. It's too much. We kind of touched upon him, but it's just like a lot of people feel like, the sellout kind of thing, like feel let down about it. But at the same time, I mean, like, you don't really know this person. So how can, I get it. He is black. He should have supported that. He should have looked out for the black woman that, like, died.
I'm gonna go with the fact that
at the same time he's probably trying to save his ass. Like just playing devil's advocate, I do not agree with what he did and what he didn't do. But for him to be like hypocrisy, you are a fucking hypocrite for just being who you are, being what you are, and just sitting there doing absolutely nothing about it. Yeah,
I think he's just trying to save his ass, like you said. I think he knows, especially if he goes on Fox News and just completely says everything that's in favor of Meg's shit, it'll make him look bad on there.
Yeah, and then talking about tolerance.
Yeah.
Like, so we're supposed to, so you're calling her intolerant for not tolerating your bullshit?
No, it's ridiculous.
Like, that's that, stupid. It just makes no sense.
So, yeah. Off of that guy. I got nothing else to say about him here. Megan, great fucking job.
Yeah.
Logic versus Def Jam. So Logic's basically been one of the other artists that has come out and basically gone against these labels not paying everybody that's involved in these albums the proper amount of money that they should be getting. It's been mentioned in the article that we're reading that Logic's main producer, Six, has also not gotten all of his payments from the albums, from Def Jam.
Yeah.
And Logic's basically saying, hey, Def Jam, you guys should do the right thing and pay up my guys. They worked hard on this. Yeah. It's not fair, blah, blah, blah. But this is something that's been happening. Labels don't pay all the producers the proper amount, the engineers, everybody involved in this shit. This has been happening.
Because that's why it's always such a letdown when you hear about, like, artists not paying their engineers or their producers. So, or, like, just stealing, especially with producers. Like, their beats getting stolen. They have to, like, go through this whole copyright process. It's disappointing just because, in the grand scheme of things, like, once you get up there, now the label is just a big ass bully.
Yeah.
And not paying and expecting all of this. So, like, they probably think, unfortunately, we have to pay the artist, but fuck everybody else that's on there.
Right. And for the people that don't know, they think that all the money has to come from Logic. So Logic, one of the things he said was, look, y'all need to pay up and stop fucking up my personal relationships. Because some people are going to think that this is Logic's doing, when Logic just wants everybody to be paid properly.
Because, like, when you're not dealing with the label, yes, it's the artist that has to pay for that.
Because people are reaching out to Logic directly, being like, oh, hey, bro, you know what's going on? It's weird. I haven't gotten paid.
People that he's worked with for years on several different projects, too.
And it's not Logic's job at the end of the day to find out why these people aren't getting paid. If it's all under the label's supposed to be the ones that are paying him, so they should pay everybody else.
Yeah, because if it's, so, like, 2 weeks prior to all this shit, when Ye was doing his whole label rant, one of the tweets was like 90% of the record contracts on the planet are still on a royalty, a standard royalty plan. A standard record deal is a trap to never have you recoup.
Yeah.
And it goes on, talking about distribution fees, blah, 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 whatever. And then Logic have replied to this I feel you. Def Jam ain't trying to pay Lil Wayne. Well, it's his at name, Lil Wayne, his fee. So I guess the perfect remix ain't coming out. And they also saying that they owe a few of his friends money. Yeah. And then bam, 2 weeks later, now he's getting messages and now he's airing it out.
Yeah, so. Wayne's not gonna give this verse for the free, so he's asking for his rate. And if the label's not going to pay it, you're not going to see the remix. Simple as that.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, and I'm sure Logic, it's in Logic's budget. I'm sure Logic's not pulling out of his own money.
No.
But he figures that there's enough in the Def Jam budget that he could have that.
Yeah.
But and the fact that they're not paying.
But, like, so when I had this on the TV and we're, like, kind of looking at it, fucking, he goes on the Instagram, the Instagram post at the end. Y'all make me want to unretire and drop the last album I have under my contracts just so I don't have to deal with y'all no more, man. Goddamn. I thought he was done. But I'm confused. Now, if you were going to retire, right? I mean, you can't retire he's not in the middle of a contract, but if he has one project left,
then how are you retired?
You're not retired.
You're not retired.
You still have a contract that you have to uphold.
Yeah, I don't really see how that's going to happen. I don't see him getting bought out. Like, he's going to have to do it. Like, what do we...
You have to uphold that.
You definitely said you were done.
Yeah.
And now it's like, I still got one more I want to give out. That sounds weird.
It's pretty much like labels. It's like you're making a deal with the devil. Yeah. You want to break that deal? Get the fuck out of here.
No, man, it's going to take a lot.
Yeah, so for him to put that little thing like, no, come on. You already knew you were going to do one last project. What are you talking about? So now what the thing is, I'm coming out of retirement for one last project, and I'm going back to retire so I can go on, what is it called? Is it TikTok? No.
Twitch.
So I can go on Twitch and play unreleased music. Like, no.
Yeah. No, I guess that was his idea. I don't know. Well,
can I find my wine? I keep losing things every
That's
like.
Right.
I can't.
The vape, I was holding it, so it's all good.
No. At work, the girls make fun of me because I'm like, wait, where's my vape? And they're like, wait, where is it? Where is it?
You're carrying too much around you.
Yeah, so I do the boob check, the butt check. Like I just go around. I feel like I'm
like you're showering.
Yeah, and if I'm sitting down like how I am, like I have one leg up, I'm like damn near going into my cooch. I'm like, okay.
Word, I'll be the same way. That's why pockets are so essential to me.
Yeah.
I'm a big pocket guy.
No, but then the vape will be right here. Or whatever I'm missing.
The vape always gets moved.
Will be literally right there. And they'll be like they'll look for it and be... Sade, it's right in front of you.
Maybe one of those people that has it attached to their belt with a little retractable cord.
I probably should do that, but I always feel like those people are kind of like losers with it. Or like there's a lanyard that comes with this kind of vape. And I don't know why. I'm not walking around with my lava around my neck.
Imagine that people had like the pack of Newports around the neck.
I'm done with you.
No, everybody that smokes the pack of Newports and shit, like Pall Malls, Parliaments all around the neck and shit.
First off, Pall Mall is disgusting.
I remember Pall Mall. First time I had Pall Mall, Obi, we wanted to smoke a cigarette. We had nowhere to get any of the cigarettes, and he just like, I got these Pall Malls. I'm like, what the fuck is a Pall Mall?
It's so gross. There's this guy.
Nasty.
One of my regulars, and he also, I think he does like Uber Eats or some shit. So when he does the Uber Eats or like whatever fucking delivery thing that he does at night, he'll come by the bar and like chill and like go and like, all right, I'm going back to work. And then he'll leave, come back. I'm just waiting for the food to cook, like if he's going like right next door or some shit. And one time, like I had no cigarettes. He takes out this pack. I was like, the fuck is that? I've never seen like a completely orange pack. I'm like, that's not American Spirits. I was like, first off, gross if they are. He's like, no, they're Pall Mall. I was like, who the fuck
is Pall Mall?
No. Paul Mall. I almost said Paul Wall.
That's what I said. That's what I thought it was when I first heard it. I thought it was, you got Paul Wall got cigarettes?
No, I had about $5 to my name, or like $4 or $5 to my name, and I need cigarettes.
Yeah.
And it was between classes, and I went to this spot, and I go, and I'm trying to see, is my first time like that. It was a freshman year. I'm trying to figure out. I'm like, are there any Lucy spots around here? Like, I'm so used to like always having a Lucy spot to go to. So I go over there, and I'm like asking. I'm like, I don't know how to ask for this, because I asked him. He's like, no, we can't do that anymore. Because he's looking around. He's like, we can't do that anymore. And I'm like, I only have this. He's like, well, Pall Mall is like $4.50. I was like, sold. That was the first time I was like, anything that, and I smoked Newports at the time. I was like, anything I could get, like, that's
because those you found out those very quickly. Those were not menthol at all.
No, they were fucking disgusting.
Yeah, disgusting.
And then in Miami one time, my friend, she was in college in Miami, and she was, you know, you're in college, you're broke, and I'm like, oh, I gotta get cigarettes. She's like, oh, I have some. Takes out a pack, and it's L&M.
I don't know what that is.
L&M is, it's in between Paul Mall. I always said Paul Wall.
Oh, wow, baby.
It's between Mall and Newport.
Is it menthol?
Yeah, well, they come in different ones. It tastes better than Paul Mall, but it's cheaper than Newport's.
That's what's up.
But it doesn't like. But I mean, all cigarettes taste horrible.
That's
Do
not
not smoke. If you don't smoke, don't smoke.
I had a menthol pre-roll the other day. It was like it was like minty.
Oh,
it was a minty, but it gave you that menthol feeling when you smoked it.
Well, that's like when like I would take out I would take out everything out of my cigarette.
Yeah.
Mix it with the bud and just like fill it back.
That's what it kind of felt like, but it was very minty, but also had that menthol feeling. So when I smoked, so every time I smoked, I was like had the weed breath, but I also had fresh breath. It was very, very. What's the word I'm looking for?
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, pretty cool. I like it.
Do you think it was like actual like mint? Like
I don't know. I'm gonna find out. But the packaging was very like baby bluish, so it kind of gave me that feel.
My ear is ringing so far and it's so loud with the fucking headphones.
Oh,
sorry. Okay.
Hope I didn't talk too loud.
No. I think what is it? The old wives' tale, like when your ears are ringing, somebody's talking about you.
Talking about you, probably.
All right, listen, bitch. Stop talking about me.
Listen,
right?
bitches.
Fucking tired of you.
All right, we're off the logic shit, right? You nothing else?
Oh, it went away. Oh, I just had to insult her and it went away. All right. What happened? Sorry.
Anything else on the logic shit?
God, no. No.
Right, so
I mean, labels are taking advantage, and you're probably taking advantage with like this promo role. Like, it's whatever. Yeah. Well, we're at.
I like how you thinking. Same shit here. All right, so that concludes the shit we're gonna talk about that we won't care about next week.
Yep.
Fair enough. And we back. All right, it's been a hell of a episode so far. 58. Year 2, we back in. It's Lyrical Fix Pod. Your host, Kid Pro.
Sade.
And we about to get into it with our favorite segment, your favorite segment, the goddamn world's favorite segment, and it's called.
And if you don't know, now you know, nigga.
The timing on that one was good.
We did that one smooth.
All right, that's what it is. So this is where, and let me just preface this by saying we do not own the rights to any of this music that's being played right now. We are simply just supporting and showing love to everybody. And on top of that, a lot of people that we do fuck with have dropped new projects. We're not going to feature them today, just a few, but I want to give much love to Underground Royalty, which is King Cracker and Lord Trill. They just dropped a new single called Numb. That's available on SoundCloud, so check that out. I believe the cover art was done by one of the people that's featured today, Grief from the Outliiers. So shout out to him. But the first track that I want to play from another homie of mine is a alum by the name of SRVIZM. If you don't know alum, SRVIZM. He's got a track with Nic Mercer, another homie of mine, another Jersey rap head. Dope dudes. Very lyrical, very boom bap. I always love the style. Always fuck with it. Been following them for a while. The song's called Untuned Perspectives.
All right, play?
Yeah, it's a video. We can play that.
It's late night with the ears and watching, listen to learn. I got a mission to burn loose. Wisdom discernism, late nights and face dushes. It's too much on my plate, you too late, cousin. Rust those plus flows, fuck hoes. And you saw losers by the bus low, fuck hoes. Yeah, they sucked on. And I trust no one, shit. If the shoe fits, I wear it. I lust weed, on sneakers, on fitteds, I OD'd. I gotta stay lifted. Rolled up another Wiz Khalid, flowing like water, winter fresh, but Parker's vintage. Hammer rules around my neck, shit, Bacardi lemon, artsy women. To blow an April on the weekend easy. Speaking to the instrumental like this shit needs me. Document hieroglyphics and graffiti. The concrete's the canvas, and youth they need me. Watch out for the youth that's in their 50s and low down and shifty. I know OGs in their 70s that still blazing heavenly. Life is just a cycle and everything was written before we got a greasy mittens on it. Bottles of that Fiji, bags of weed, fresh from the leaves, fresh beats for me to lounge with. Days of confused on this paper chase until I move a million units too.
Yeah, I'm late, I made your way to 2012, now I'm here.
Graded the one to raise the hell, the best as you can tell. It's clear like glass around the teller that I don't slip, that's a deposit. I got a money grip, but mics are level flat. Let's be honest, you easy to predict or you hard to understand. Either or you got no balance, Daniel stunned on the sand. Washed up doing karate in front of the cannons, blam. No more like cannons on stands with a flash pose, bitch. You doing shows for clothing that don't fit. Cold brick stiff with your flow, old sick, and I mean no immune system. I use energy from a vet, more finesse you respect. One-liners at your neck with no special effects. One of the alignments, I burn it and smoke hard every night. I stay breaking buds like a white bar fight. Check the medical card, swiped, just had a physical. Healthy man, disease-free in a beat, smoking on medicinal.
How much money you guys got?
Come on, Zap.
You each get as much as you can grab with one hand.
This is so easy. That's a big...
I got zoned out.
Yeah, sorry.
I
Yeah.
got zoned out here in the... That's
Yeah,
what's
my
up. So
bad.
that was Untuned Perspectives. That was SRVIZM featuring Nic Mercer, I believe. I'm not sure if it's off a joint project they're doing, but I like the sound of that. If that's what they're bringing to the table, I'm definitely here for it. So shout out again to SRVIZM and Nic Mercer, Untuned Perspectives. That was the video available on YouTube right now. Yeah. All right. So second one, I shouted him out before. My man Grief from the Outliiers. It was his birthday just past week. So happy belated birthday to my dude. He's 25. Peace and blessings to him. Him and Sade just put out the video for Dream On, available on YouTube as well. I believe it's already on a past project, so they just finally dropped the video for it. So we're going to play that. I don't know who produced it, but the song is called Dream On by the Outliiers. That's Sade and Grief.
Yo, yo, Sade. There's some places I don't wanna go.
A closed curtain doesn't mean no purpose, just keep soul searching.
Came back stronger ever than before.
Keep going with your teeth showing, just going wherever life is flowing.
We all see some highs and lows for sure.
Rise up, don't stop moving. We manifest all the thoughts that we're choosing.
You're perfect, never mattered who you were.
Every day we are born again. What we do today really matters most. The God in me is guiding me constantly on this odyssey. Is an odyssey that you don't need to see, just an odyssey to create. Feeling like a prodigy, I gotta take every opportunity. Peace, love, like a unity. We are not a product of our past, but who we choose to be with our present choices. My heart rejoices from hearing voices of my nieces and my nephews, staying away from the evil that men do.
You dropped some gems in there, I will say.
Places I don't wanna go.
A closed curtain doesn't mean no purpose, just keep soul searching.
All right, that was a little excerpt. That was Dream On by the Outliiers. Shout out again to Grief and Sade. Happy belated birthday again to my boy Grief. Y'all keep doing it, man. Peace and blessings to y'all. Hope to see y'all at another show very, very soon so we can chop it up, break bread, and all that stuff. Yeah, that was my If You Don't Know.
All right, give me 1 second.
Who you got, Sade?
All right, so my first If You Don't Know, I actually did play one of her tracks before. She had just, at the time, her name is Ayce. Instagram Ayce the singer. That's Ayce, AYCE. She had just dropped a project, Tears. Well, let me just make sure, 'cause I don't want to fuck it up. Tears of a Pisces. I always say from, but it's of a Pisces. So she dropped an EP, 6 tracks, dope as fuck. I plugged one of the songs, but now recently, I forgot how long ago that was. Recently, she did a visual EP for it. So it's like a movie.
Nice.
So it's like 10 minutes long. Let me see. Yeah, it's 9:55. And it's fucking dope. And like the way it kind of transitions to each other, it is pretty cool. Her meditating in a gazebo is pretty cute.
My city and checking my real view. Told you one day I'd be unavailable. Turn my phone off, nigga, I ain't worried about you. I'm a boss now, can't be tripping off old news. Driving around my city and checking my real view. Yeah.
Unavailable to the fuckboys.
Thought that you was solid, you was scared.
Oh, yeah.
You ain't got a lot of me to keep me here. Don't allow me to ever shed a tear. Cause people come and go in life just like people do. Never really love you front and how like they do.
Like people saying I hate fake people. Yeah, who else does it? Yeah, the whole world does. Who's openly saying, I fuck with fake people. I love them.
Alright, back to the song.
In my solitude, Got my piece back and nigga, I'm ahead of you. Told you one day I'd be unavailable. Turn my phone off, nigga, I ain't worried about you. I'm a boss now, can't be tripping off old news. Driving around my city and checking my rear view. Told you one day I'd be unavailable.
I got so much respect for R&B girls that can say a word that's polarizing as nigga, make it sound so romantic.
It does that. This is good at that. Alright, and then that's onto the next song. But like the way she transitions is it's seamless. Her like getting into the but like because this is already track 4 now, like what I'm looking at now. So she's in like Indian style. She goes back to Indian style in the gazebo, and then it just goes into the next one.
That's dope.
And then it just
I like that.
No, but shout out to Ayce, super dope. I love this concept. I love like when like Beyonce did her shit with Lemonade. Right. We all knew that. But what I really wanted to see was underground artists taking this and really doing it big. And I think she did amazing with this. Like so seamless and like just the artistry behind it and how every little video it just, I don't know. It's good.
That's true artistry.
Yeah.
I dig that.
Like it was super dope. And it was just little scenes of a movie pretty much. It was dope. So yeah, shout out to Ayce.
Shout out to Ayce.
All right, so my next one, let me get this pulled up real quick, is, let me see if I can say this name right. Okay. Myrts Son.
Spell it.
It's Myrts.
I'm going to go with Myrts.
Myrts, right?
Yeah,
all right, Myrts Son. I think I found him through an ad for a different song. There was a song I actually really liked, but when I looked at, he had just dropped a project, his 3rd album, Divine Intervention, recently, in August. And I seen that and I'm like, all right, so I guess the song was old or maybe it was just a freestyle. So I was like, all right, let me listen to this project. And it's pretty cool. So mine is going to be Note to Self. But while I'm looking for it, I'm going to, so I found this out. So he said about the project, it's some of his most vulnerable and introspective work. The album is based around a series of psychedelic experiences focused on finding the confidence and light within to go and live out your purpose, our purpose. Yeah. So I thought that was pretty dope. And it kind of, I wanted to say that because this song is pretty much him talking to himself.
That's what's up. Sounds like to me, the way I would have explained it was I went to the forest and took some shrooms and made an album. That's what's up. That's what's up. I like it already. Let's hear it. What we got?
Hold on real quick.
I can say something else in the meantime. So just came in recently.
No, I got you.
All right,
yeah.
Never mind.
I'm gonna skip ahead right.
Bro, you can't go harder. You moving too fast. You ain't working hard enough. Be more about your cash. You should get up earlier. Nigga, you ain't eating right. Where the hell that routine you worked on the other night?
Okay, I can see the talking to himself part. I like that. That's introspective. That's
family more. Get up off your ass.
No way he
Yes, you
switches it
should
up.
be writing now. Plus your ass ain't rehearsed. You ain't even been to sleep.
Just
You should put
talking
your
to
rest
him.
first. Why you work that 9 to 5? You got so much more to offer. Where do
It's
you
like
draw
the
line?
voice in your
Why
head
do
that
you
like in
even
the back,
bother?
like the back of your mind, like, why are you doing this? Like, you ain't shit, kind of thing.
Voice in my head is always a deeper tone too. A very stern tone.
And he goes, this is what you're not gonna do. It's like, are you in the back?
When I'm off these beats, there's plenty of the shit I do. I got 3 kids, a full-time in my own business. And I serve my queen well, she's my biggest witness. You can catch me by my lonesome, meditating in silence. Then I head into the world to try to find some balance. See, I play chess, brother, and I play it well. And all the struggles of the king, I just love to tell. Keep dreaming, keep pushing, and just take my time. Whatever move I make,
I get so lost in it.
I know you
When it's good, it's like, whew,
I fuck with that.
Beat.
That was Myrts.
Yeah, it was Myrts Son.
I like that. I fuck with that.
From North Carolina.
I fuck with that. And from Carolina.
Yeah,
That's what's up.
He had when I went to go find his YouTube and like find the project and everything, he has his EPK like right there, and yeah, I got to like pretty much find out about his life right there. And that's where I got the quote. But
right.
Yeah, shout out to Myrts Son, shout out to Ayce, and then you're too.
And also shout out to SRVIZM, Nic Mercer. Shout out to the Outliiers, Sade, and Grief. You already know. That was If You Don't Know. And as always, we do not own the rights to this music. We are simply just showing love.
And if you don't know, now you know, nigga.
Okay, before we close out right now, it's been reported apparently Kanye, in an effort to continue his presidential run, he had to release his financial records. So he tweeted, "From $53 million in debt to a net worth of $5 billion in 4 years. Thank you, Jesus. I know I fall short, but I repent. I'm fully in service to our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. We are building schools of the future. Thank God for providing the increase." So apparently, there's newly released personal information. Kanye released his finances, and it's an estimate that his net worth is about $5 billion right now. That's wild. $5 billion.
So, nah, that I believe. But, so, I mean, like, there's like 5 pairs of Yeezy, probably even more than 5 in this house. Thank God nobody knows where I live. Anyway, so it's just funny to me how Kanye doesn't, let's be real, has no shot in hell to fucking run.
No, you're taking votes away from Biden and Trump. That's really what's going on right now.
Yeah, like you're I love you, babe, but you're not. But it's sad how he will do that, but fucking Trump won't.
Because when you find out that you paid $750 in taxes, you don't want to release that shit.
You know he's trying to fake those numbers. So he's been busy trying to fake those fucking numbers.
And one of the biggest things was in the debate when it was questioned on Trump. Trump said, "Well, look, these are policies that your president Obama put in place. So if I were to get a loophole doing this shit, why are you mad at me?" That was the one point that Biden really couldn't fall back on or couldn't really respond to. He's like, "Well, look, you're saying that I paid this amount of money, this preposterous amount, me being the guy that I am, and how much money that I've accrued in my lifetime, but I'm just following a loophole that your president made okay, so I'm not the only one doing this shit."
No.
So in a sense, I kind of got to give the point to Trump on there.
Yes.
If that's true, 100% accurate, I got to give it to Trump.
That I get.
Yeah.
But he denied paying just $750.
That too. You're right.
You can't deny it, and that's even what Pence did last night. You can't deny something. Well, I mean, no, Trump did it more so than Pence. But like, you can't deny something and then all of a sudden explain why you did it, but then you just said you didn't do it.
Right.
So that's what it is.
This is what it is.
People getting their narratives fucked up.
Oh God, you don't know what's what, and then I have to run back everything I say because I'm just going off the top.
What?
I don't know. Just this whole yay shit. Who knows who's telling the truth?
I was just like, wait.
No, it's just shit I gotta run back. Like I already ran back the whole Meg shit. You know, I ran back.
I know. I mean, I don't think there's anything to run back here.
No, it's just the fact that, here, you never know. I don't know if he's really getting $5 billion, but those are his estimates, his financial
if that's what he released,
records.
That's what he released.
No,
my point was just, damn, he released his, but Trump can't release his.
Can't release it. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
That
Absolutely.
was it.
And Trump's, because maybe Trump don't have that much.
No. And honestly, like, I didn't get to mention it before. I didn't think that Trump was really sick.
No,
I thought it was some bullshit.
I think everybody thought that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he looks.
We saw the video
like
of him
about
taking
to die.
his mask off, looking like he was holding his breath in.
Yeah.
I saw the memes. Yeah. It's like it's like how you look when you're waiting for the bouncer to give you back your fake ID. Just standing there.
Yeah, that was so bad.
That was good. But I appreciate that. He's just holding back.
Oh no! Wait, did you see the meme? Something about like when they're about to take a picture and you're sucking it in.
Oh yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, when a girl's walking by, hot ass girl, you gotta suck in your shit, trying to look cool. Keep the shoulders up.
In our case, tummy in, titties out. It's what it is, but it was just so funny though.
All right, so anything else for closing?
No, I'm good.
Okay. All right. So then we'll leave it at that. So you already know Lyrical Fix Pod. You can find us on IG. Check us out every episode on Anchor, Audio Mac, Apple, Spotify, YouTube. Make sure to like, rate, comment, subscribe. Give us the 5-star ratings. Keep us hot out on these podcast streets. Yep. As always, this has been episode 58. We're going to call it what? I'm speaking?
I'm speaking, or there's another one. I don't remember.
I'm speaking sounds more. I know the other one you mentioned.
I have to hear back, but I don't remember the other one.
I'm cool with I'm speaking for now.
I'm speaking.
We'll go with that.
I think the other one was longer. That's why. So yeah, I'm speaking.
Yeah, I already know. But this has been Lyrical Fix Pod. Your host, Kid Pro.
And Sade.
Reminding you to stay safe, wash your hands, wash your ass, and keep a breath mint under that mask when you're wearing it out here. Be careful.
Yep.
Peace.
Peace.